Welcome along, Chelsea fans. How are you all doing? It's the big one. It's Chelsea versus Arsenal. It's always a big fixture every single year. And this time there's even more on it, bearing in mind the fact that where we are in the Premier League, we're above Arsenal on goal difference. We win today, bearing in mind Forest just got beat by Newcastle. We go into third place. The same for the Arsenal. 2 points behind Man City on a bad run of form. Arsenal's on a bad run of form as well. Declan Rice and Odegaard are called back into the Arsenal team. Rice with his broken toe. And Odegaard back, who's hardly featured. He played in midweek. He come on for a little bit of period of time. As for Chelsea, a surprising change to the starting 11. Mark Cucurella's come back in at left back. Now, I say surprising because I thought Reece James would continue on that left-hand side, obviously up against Bukayo Saka. Now, the reason probably Cucurella has been recalled against Saka on that left-hand side, Saka on the right, is because he annoys the life out of Saka. We see it last season a couple of times. Arsenal, obviously, at Stamford Bridge. I'm not talking about the game at the Emirates. We'll forget that one. But as far as the game at the Bridge, Cucurella likes to be touch tight. He likes to annoy people. And he was doing that against Saka, against the Arsenal. And he's in that team to probably do the same thing again. I would go with Reece James myself, to be fair. I think he's more imposing. Obviously, Saka's probably a little bit quicker, but I think Reece James being more imposing will be the option. But Chelsea's team is as expected, apart from Cucurella, which basically means that Cole Palmer is back in the side. I say back in the side. He's in the side. He's not actually out for injury. There's a massive doubt, but he's past fit and he's going to play. So Chelsea's team, as I said, so it's, as you can see it going across the bottom of the screen there, Sanchez in goal, the back four, left-hand side, Cucurella. You've got Colwill, Fofana, right back is Gusto. Middle of midfield, you've got Lavia and Caicedo. Both are outstanding against Man City. And then the front three, in behind the striker. On the left-hand side, Pedro Neto. In the middle, Cole Palmer. And on the right-hand side, you've got Noni Madueke, who's been talking about this game being a big game, bearing in mind where he come from, which we won't mention, from his youth days before he moved out to Holland. We won't mention that. And up front, Nicholas Jackson. Dale, how are you, mate? Come and say hello in chat, people. Smash the like button for me. Live match commentary. It's a minute delayed due to the fact that I have got the Sky Sports app, which I'm doing the commentary off of. So please, no spoilers in chat. But hopefully you guys are going to enjoy it. As with the StreamYard program I'm using to this stream, there isn't an option for a clock. The only option I've got is a countdown timer, which is absolute pony if you ask me. But the Arsenal team, let's bring up the Arsenal. In fact, I'm not even going to bother bringing up the Arsenal team. We'll do that when the game starts. But Chelsea's team is good. On the bench, you've got the usual. Dave, how are you, mate? Good to see you in. Thank you for the comment. Make sure you keep smashing that like button for me, people. This is actual live match commentary, ball-by-ball commentary. It's not a watch-along. It's not me sitting here talking to my mates about what we did on the weekend, where we're going out soon. It's literally ball-by-ball match coverage, as it should be, as if you're watching it on the radio. It's a minute delayed due to the fact that I'm watching an app. So if you've never seen it before, then make sure you stay tuned, check it out, see if you enjoy it. If you do, stick around, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. When Chelsea games are on TV, apart from the game against Noah the other night, didn't do that one because it was obvious how that was going to play out. If they're on TV, it's a live match commentary here on the channel. Of course, you've got Odegaard back in, Declan Rice returning to Chelsea, a certain Mr. Havertz returning to Chelsea as well. I'm seeing images of the players on the pitch, just sort of doing their pre-match warm-up. Cole Palmer smiling away, looking happy, as with Declan Rice, to be fair. But this is a game that can go either way, let's be honest. Arsenal on a bit of a losing streak. And what I want to see from Chelsea in this particular game, I've been talking about it on my channel last couple of videos, and I spoke about it after the Man United game, was I want Chelsea to play free today. I don't want us to play within ourselves because we've done that against Man City in the first game. That's the first game of the season. You pretty much write that one off. But we've since played Liverpool and let ourselves down with the way we played. We've also played against Man United, and I think we let ourselves down again because I think we're not playing to our full potential. We're playing the opposition too much respect, whereas we should have gone after Man United the way we did against the Newcastles, where we did against the Wolves, against the West Ham. We've got it in us to play at our peak, to get the ball quickly forward and wide and stretch their back line and make a difference. Now, what I will say about this Arsenal team is they're dangerous going forward, as we know, wide. Obviously, we know that they've got a danger. Kai Havertz is a bit of a pain because he doesn't play as a proper number 9, as we all know. At Chelsea, he was never played in his right position. He's a number 10. He's not being played in his right position at the moment for the Arsenal, but he's doing a good job for them. You have to say that. You have to be honest. But he's not your conventional number 9. So he's going to drop off. And I just don't want Fofana and Colwill to get sucked out because they make runners from deep. One thing I will say about this Arsenal team, if you ask me, this Arsenal team, when they're tracking back, they get caught ball watching, the same as Man United. They get caught ball watching, and someone making a Lampard-esque late run could have a lot of joy here in this game today. But this is ChelsDaft. Welcome along to the channel if you've never seen it before. If you've never seen the live match commentary, it is ball-by-ball coverage, 1 minute delayed from normal TV coverage because I'm watching it on the Sky Sports app, bought and paid for. But when you stream it on the app, it's a minute delayed. So it will be a minute delayed. So please do not put any spoilers in chat. Hopefully, you're looking forward to this as much as I am. I think we're all looking forward to this one. Could we put to bed any doubts we've got about playing the big teams, the top 4 this season, and actually deliver a performance we're capable of? Put the ball in the back of the net a few times, play free, play expansive, fluid football, which is what we've been doing, and stay tight at the back. We get a win today. As I said, we got up to 3rd place, 2 behind Man City, and a lot more behind Liverpool, who are flying at the moment. But Man City got issues. We need to capitalise. If we want to finish top 4, these are the games we need to win. Point against United, nothing against City or Liverpool. We need to win this game today for me. And I want us to see that step forward. Also, I've been talking about this on my channel in the videos recently. I'm going to say it again ahead of this game today. If the way we're playing is not working, playing out from the back, trying to play through the lines, if it's not working, then I want Enzo Maresca to be brave and to change it up and instruct the players to play a long ball over the top. Tottenham have lost to Ipswich. Fantastic result for Ipswich. Unbelievable result for Ipswich. And am I right in thinking that this is Postecoglou's 2nd season where he says he normally wins in the 2nd season? Just got beat 2-1 by Ipswich at home. Forest in 3rd place ahead of today. I've got beat at home. 1-0 up, got beat at home by Newcastle. This is an opportunity for Chelsea. But getting back to what I was saying, I want Enzo Maresca to be brave and to say, mix it up a bit. Play over the top, long balls over the top to turn their back 4. Gabriel gets on my nerves. He absolutely gets on my nerves. Wind him up. Saliba is the heart of that defensive line. The two fullbacks, we all know what happened at the Emirates last season. They were outstanding. Arsenal, we never turned up and got battered and deserved to be as well. So we can't hold any grudges about that. We got to be better today. Much, much better today. We're playing much better than we did last season. And I'm talking about this time last season. We all know the run we won at the end of the season, which was great. You know, we're kicking on a bit this year, which is good to see. But there's certain little things and elements that I want us to be aware of and to change. And those elements, they're showing, so basically Sky Sports is showing the game at the Emirates where we got beat 5. They're showing the highlights of that game again now, which is marvellous to see because that's Sky for you. If it's Liverpool, if it's Man United, if it's Arsenal, Man City, they're pretty much messing themselves. Everybody else, forget it. So, Arteta's managerial record at Chelsea, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wins, 2 draws, 2 defeats in 11 games against Chelsea. Come on, put this right. Teams are in a tunnel. Odegaard leading Arsenal. Caicedo, captain for Chelsea today. As it stands, Chelsea are 5th. Arsenal are 6th, both on 18 points. We got a better goal difference with a 2-goal swing. Brighton are up to 4th, 19 points. And Forest stay 3rd, 19 points. Whoever wins today will go 3rd. And if they do win, we'll go 3rd. And we'll be 2 points behind Man City in 2nd place. This Arsenal team is there for the taking. Odegaard, not played a full game since August. Declan Rice, a broken toe. Caicedo, Lavia need to dominate, control that midfield. We need wide players, Neto, Madueke, to run at their back line. I don't want to see people wide picking the ball up and keep coming inside because they got a man there and a man in front of them. Take them on, beat them, get the ball wide and get it in the box. Cole Palmer, can he have a day? Which we all expect him to. Hopefully he will. Martin, thanks a lot for putting a comment on. Good to see you in. Subscribers, come and post your comments. If you want to be a subscriber, you can smack that subscribe button. Also hit the bell for notifications. It's going to take you an hour before you can put a comment on, just because of spam and because of the past, what's happened on the channel with a lot of spam bots. I am cracked. How are you, mate? Don't want to start off too miserable. Man United were there for the taking. Exactly were. Jaburu Joe. Did Paul Mariner start for Ipswich? So, teams are out. Chelsea leading the line. Casido, walking the Arsenal players. You got Odegaard there, Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber. Here's the teams confirmed anyway. Let's do it again. You can see it at the bottom of the screen for Chelsea, but I'll go through it, including the substitutions. So, in goal, Sanchez. Need him to not muck her out today. Back four, Gusto right back, Fofana right side of the centre with Culver on the left and Cucurella in at left back. Two midfielders, Casido and Lavia, impressive. Casido world class, Lavia potential to be. Three in behind the striker, Madueke on the right, Neto on the left and Cole Palmer in behind. Nicholas Jackson up front leading the line. Need him to have a big game. Couldn't get involved against Man United. On the bench, Jorgensen, Tosin, Badiashile, Fernandes, Mudryk, João Felix and the others. It's gone off screen. Anyway. Arteta and Arsenal, their team. Raya in goal. Sky bias again, it is Martin. Back four, White, Saliba, Gabriel and Timber. Let's check him out. Madueke, give him a roasting today. Midfield three, Odegaard, Partey and Rice. As good as you're going to see. Up front, Saka, Havertz and Martinelli. Martinelli, we all know what he's done at Stamford Bridge before. Yeah, they've got pretty much full strength on the bench as well, Arsenal. Trossard must be pretty gutted about missing out on this one. Probably have another strop, bless him. So the Arsenal team and their sub stays on the screen for much longer. Chelsea's literally flashed up, saw the whole team and the subs and just flashed off because that's the way it is. Anyway, Arteta and Maresca giving each other a warm embrace. Did they work together at City? They probably did, didn't they? Anyway, both had a lot of kind words to say about each other. Let's see what happens. Of course, it's Remembrance Weekend. It's going to start with a remembrance before the game kicks off. Remembering all those that have fallen in battle, those that gave their lives for the way we live today. Both sets of teams in a huddle at the minute inside their own halves. Lavia doing his, just stepped away from the huddle, saying his last minute prayers. Chelsea pensioners come on the pitch. They'll play the last post. Yep, smack the like button for me. If you're watching on X, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you jump over to YouTube as well and subscribe to the channel as the players now line up in the centre circle. Referee one side, Chelsea pensioners the other. Both teams line astern in the centre circle, about to pay remembrance for the last post. That's it. The last post is done. About to get this game underway. Clinton, how are you, mate? Good to see you in. So, massive, massive, massive game. Chelsea line up in front of Matthew Harding. Arsenal in front of the shed end. Obviously, take the toss on the halfway line. Whoever wins the toss, will they turn it around? If it's Arsenal, if not. Anyway, so I'm now seeing stats from Sky about Arsenal set piece. Like, you know, it's so biased, the coverage between like Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, Man United. You might as well just literally just cream yourselves if you're one of these fans, because it's all there for you. There's hardly anything about anybody else. It's a nonsense. Anyway, captains now will take the reeves of poppies off the pitch. Odegaard and Caicedo walk off the pitch and lay them down by the side of the pitch. I think I think they've been done. So Arsenal going to kick us off. Both teams going to stay as they are. So Chelsea on the right-hand side of the screen, in front of Matthew Harding, kicking from right to left. Arsenal, obviously, from left to right. Arsenal's going to get us kicked off. Remember, on here, I've got no clock to give you. I'm going to just give you live match commentary, ball-by-ball coverage. Come on, Chelsea, deliver this. Step up. Arsenal kick us off and go back to Raya. He collects it 10 yards outside of his box and plays it nice and easy to White as Jackson comes over. He launches it. Edge of our box, good header from Colwill first. Palmer flicks the ball up to halfway. Arsenal converging on the space. White to Gabriel, and he goes back to Raya. Edge of his box. Chelsea pushing up now. Actually pushed up inside their half, making them play. Odegaard's first touch. He's got Lavia up his arse and goes back to Saliba. Saliba, with Cole Palmer coming across, steps forward, halfway inside of our half and lays it off to right-hand side. Ball over the top. Havertz is after it. Sanchez comes out, left foot, half volley, launches it, and Jackson gone up against Raya. Raya's come out, edge of his box, heads it forward, and White just heads it away. But Chelsea pick up possession, halfway line. Caicedo forced backwards to Fofana. Arsenal pushing up and pressing. Colwill, good ball into feet of Palmer, halfway line. Left-hand side, collects it. Partey standing off him. Palmer just goes back inside his own half, keep hold of possession, gives it to Colwill, and Arsenal back off. Colwill up to the halfway line. Jackson tries a little flick inside to Gusto and gives the ball away, and it comes to Martinelli. Martinelli on the right-hand side. All right, there left, and Caicedo's there across to win the challenge. Forces a foul off of Martinelli. Chelsea have got themselves a free kick deep inside of our own half, about 10, 15 yards from the corner flag. Right out on the byline, deep inside our own half, and it goes across to Sanchez. Colwill, Havertz is coming across. Colwill steps outside of his box left-hand side and gives it to Cucurella up against Saka. Palmer dummies it, leaves it for Neto, but Ben White gets the head of Neto, and White comes across, little 1-2 with Saka, plays the ball too far ahead of Havertz. Colwill comes across, plays it off of Havertz, deflects into the feet of White, who stayed forward. Anyway, Chelsea break out and Palmer, good ball wide right, Madueke collects it just inside his half, and he goes over halfway. Madueke's driving forward, and Timber's backing off, giving him 10 yards. Gusto's on the overlap, byline, Gusto, cross comes in towards the penalty spot. Partey was there and gets the ball away. Interesting. Timber had no intention of going close, tight to Madueke. He literally dropped off 10 yards. Chelsea throw at level edge of their box. Caicedo, Lavia, halfway inside their half. Square ball to Palmer, out of his feet. Palmer shoots from distance. Raya forces a save from Raya over the bar. He tips it away. Palmer, a good opener, I have to say. 30 yards out, collects it from Lavia. Gets the ball out of his feet. 1-2 touch. Smacks it. Heading goalwards, and Raya on the dive, on the stretch. Pushes it over the bar. Good start from Palmer. Great strike. It was going top corner. Good fingertips from Raya. You have to say that. Hi, Jane. How are you? Good to see you in. Good save from Raya. Chelsea corner from the right-hand side. It's Palmer to take it. Left foot out swinger. 2 minutes, 56 seconds into the game. Early pressure from Chelsea. Make it count. Cross comes in towards the near post, away from Arsenal. Martinelli's going to back up, and he does. He gets it to Saka. Saka plays the ball up the line. Gusto's brilliant from Gusto. He saw Martinelli run off for Saka, and he's covered across brilliantly well and gives it to Sanchez. Chelsea got loads of time. Caicedo collects it from Sanchez. Deep inside his own half. Plays it square to Colwill. He's about 10 yards outside his own box in a minute. Goes square to Cucurella. Arsenal 4 pushed up like United last week. Now they're pressing with Odegaard. And Chelsea played beyond them. Well done. Lavia collects it. Bottom of the centre circle. Space. Tries to play a ball wide left. It's deflected. Looking for Neto. White mops up and gives it to Raya, who launched it first time. Halfway. Havertz gives a little barge, shoulder barge to Colwill. Referee says play on, but Fofana's mopped up. Colwill. Bottom of the centre circle. Inside his own half at the minute. Pressurised by Odegaard. Into the feet of Jackson. Loose first touch. And well done. He's actually made up for it, Jackson. He's won it. Odegaard was nearly in, but he's won it back. It's gone wide right to Gusto, over halfway. Madueke. Again, Timber backs off and backs off. Rice goes across to help. Madueke holds the ball up. Edge of the penalty box, right-hand corner. Arsenal just standing up. Just not diving in for any challenges. Just stand up and making Chelsea play the ball wide. They're following what United did last week. It's Odegaard leading the press, and Chelsea have been forced back to halfway. Fofana. Colwill, bottom of the centre circle. Cucurella to his left, and he finds him. 10 yards inside his own half here, Cucurella. Palmer's on the byline beyond him saying, give it to me. But he goes back inside to Levi Colwill. Colwill, again, bottom of the centre circle. 1-2 touch, walking. Arsenal just defending their half at the minute, and now they go. Colwill, Fofana. So Odegaard leading the press, but no one's going with him. Arsenal very narrow. Anyway, Chelsea play through to Palmer. He collects it just inside the Arsenal half. Evades Partey. Keeps hold of possession. Malo Gusto just outside the box, right inside. Shot blocked away. Goes for a Chelsea throw in. Level the Arsenal penalty box, right hand side. Chelsea played through and it was good. Fofana collects it from the throw-in. Halfway inside Arsenal's half now. Casido, Lavia, Cucurella. First touch for Neto. Run him. Run. He doesn't. He takes 2 touches. Feints to do a cross. Couple of step overs and gives it back to Cucurella. Casido, Lavia, Madueke's on his outside. Fofana, Casido. Madueke's on the overlap. He finds him. Now Timber goes. Ball's played too high. Ball goes out of play. He couldn't keep hold of possession, unfortunately, Madueke. But Arsenal are following the Man United way. They're literally sitting in narrow. They're sort of moving up together to the edge of their penalty, the edge of their half. And they're literally just sort of sitting there, making Chelsea play through, or they're trying to close the door. Obviously, seeing what Chelsea are trying to do, play through the line. So maybe, as I was saying earlier, long ball over the top would be nice. Anyway, Arsenal's throwing, bit bitty, heading here, heading back. Gusto mops up and goes back to Sanchez, edge of his box with Havertz closing him down. Sanchez, get it away, and he does eventually. Right-footed, out to the right-hand side. Timber against Madueke. Timber under no illusions, just heads the ball straight out of play, and it's a Chelsea throw-in, 10 yards inside United. Arsenal's half. Casido gets it from the throw-in and goes back to Colwill, centre circle. Left-hand side, on the halfway line is Cucurella. Takes 2 steps forward, stops and goes back to Colwill just to tie his half. Literally across the width for the centre circle. Colwill to Fofana, right-hand side. Into feet of Gusto, playing that inside role. Back to Fofana. Arsenal very narrow again. Colwill, they're blocking off any balls in between the lines. Chelsea playing triangles as Arsenal press. Cucurella under pressure from Saka. Chelsea working backwards here. Arsenal, 5 players in a group, pressed us there and forced us into an error nearly. Sanchez to the feet of Gusto, gives the ball away under pressure. Odegaard trying to play a ball through to Havertz. He flicks it on his outside. And it's Gabriel there for some reason, left wing. On the byline, plays it off Fofana. It's an Arsenal corner. They're literally playing narrow. They're playing sort of inside. The 2 wide players are coming inside as well to negate any through balls from Chelsea into the likes of Palmer or Jackson dropping off. So Chelsea just need to go quickly and wide and get the ball forward, and the wingers run at them, because what will happen is the fullbacks will want support from the wingers, who have to be dragged back outside to help them. Chelsea need to stop being slow and looking for that ball inside. Just go straight outside wide, give it Neto, give it Madueke straight away, and we should be in. Anyway, Arsenal got a corner on our right-hand side, their left-hand side. As usual, the Arsenal 5-man group beyond the far post, waiting for the ball to come in. Neto with Gabriel. Declan Rice to take it. In-swinger from the right-hand side. It comes in low. Someone's fallen down in the penalty box, Havertz, claiming he was fouled by somebody, Neto. Neto goes to pick him up. Havertz falls on the floor. So Neto goes into his face and gives him this. Casido does the same thing to Havertz. Havertz is now being pulled over by the referee. Let's see a replay of this. So Lavia and Havertz are having words with the referee there. I can see Lavia saying to him, "What are you doing?" Listen, Kai Havertz, I'll never forget what he did for us against Man City, but that's done now. He's an Arsenal player. I don't know what he's trying to do here. He's on the floor in a heap. He was on the floor in a heap. But so much so, the referee has called him over, him and Lavia, to have a word. Anyway, Arsenal going to retake the corner because it went straight back out off a defender at the near post. It's an Arsenal corner again from the right-hand side. Declan Rice to take it again, getting dog's abuse. Cross comes into the near post, flicked on, and Arsenal then try and get a back post with Chelsea to half clear it. Cucurella slices his clearance. Rice, cross comes in again. Back post, blocked away brilliantly well by Lavia. Cross comes in, shot comes in, blocked away. Back out to Declan Rice. Madueke, brilliant to take the ball off of him. Well done, Madueke. Deep inside his own half by the corner flag. Finds Gusto, finds Casido. Chelsea trying to break here. They found Cole Palmer, wide right. Halfway inside his own half. Goes away from the challenge. Just deep towards his own penalty box and brings the ball out left-hand side to Colwill. Halfway inside his own half here, Colwill finds Cucurella. Under pressure straight away. Goes back to Colwill. Everyone's sort of calming down a bit now. Arsenal with Havertz now pressing. Back to Sanchez. Into feet of Casido. Declan Rice can't get there. Gives it to Colwill. Left-hand side. He's halfway inside of our half. Stepping forward. Now swings a big ball. Wide right. Looking for Madueke. He's found him. Oh, touch for Madueke. Has to stop his tracks. Collects the ball. Comes across the penalty box. Shoots deflected away for Chelsea corner. The only thing with Madueke, he's so greedy. He needs to look up, and he needs to have a look up, and he needs to look at who's on the far post, because Neto's going like this. He's wide open, Neto. Anyway, the referee's now having a word with Neto, I think, because of his little disagreement with Kai Havertz. Chelsea corner again from our left-hand side. Cole Palmer's over it to take it. Chelsea a group of 4 on the penalty spot. Some players in behind them. Cross comes in towards the back post this time. Raya comes out and claims it unchallenged, unfortunately. And he gets the ball away. But the referee's going to call it back because he was fouled, or he claims he was fouled. So Colwill stepped in front of him as he kicked the ball out, and he's kicked the back of Colwill's leg. He's hit the ground like he's been done by a sniper. Colwill's got a sore one on his hamstring. So he grabs it. He goes to take the kick. Colwill goes in front of him or just backs into him. He actually kicks Colwill as he does his follow through. And the referee's called it back for a free kick anyway. Of course he does. It's Arsenal. Anyway, Ryder take the free kick edge of his box and he goes wide left. Declan Rice has collected it. About 30 yards out from his own goal line. Casido's up there against him, so he goes back to Gabriel. The space between Gabriel and Saliba's huge. If Chelsea can win this ball back, we're in. Anyway, they're looking about their defensive line. Timber, Partey, Timber, Declan Rice, ball through, and they're looking for the run. It's Timber who's pushed further forward. He takes out Fofana as Fofana clears it. Referee's having none of it. Timber actually made a run, and it was Declan Rice in the left-back position, played a good ball up the line, and Arsenal got themselves a throw-in. Level with the edge of the penalty box, deep inside of our half, left-hand side. Timber to take it. Chelsea sort of just boxing them in, looking for Havertz. Colwill comes across. Fofana's there as well. Fofana plays it off for Havertz. It did look like it hit Fofana after Havertz, but the referee's given a Chelsea goal kick. 12 minutes, 30 seconds gone. Pretty even for the time being, I have to say. No actually out-and-out chances. Well, I say that. Raya was forced into a save early from a Cole Palmer screamer from about 25 yards. Tipped over the bar. Giuseppe, how are you? Post your comments in chat, people. 12 minutes, 50 seconds gone, and Sanchez takes a goal kick short, and Chelsea play it up to Gusto. Chelsea worked this really well. Little triangles. Jackson's collected it deep. Tries to hold off a challenge, but Arsenal converge. Saka wins it off of him. Saliba collects it. Plays it back to Declan Rice, centre circle. Halfway line, literally halfway line. Pressed by Casido, goes back to Saliba. Bottom of the centre circle inside his own half to White. Right inside, Odegaard appears, collects it. Partey appears and Havertz is making a run in behind, but he goes to Saka, right hand side. Cucurella's after him. Overlap from Ben White. Cross comes in towards the back post. Gusto's underneath it. Can only find Timber when he collects it outside of the box. Casilo's after him. And Chelsea win it back. Well done. Jackson collects it from deep. Tries to take on Gabriel and he can't. And Gabriel wins it off of him and gives a free kick away. Jackson put an arm across. Referee didn't like it. Arsenal free kick taken quickly to Havertz. Saka, wide right, level with our penalty box. Driving towards the byline. Comes inside. Shot blocked away by Cucurella. Well done. I talked about Cucurella being touch tight normally, and he's a pain in the arse for players to play against. But he held off, just watched the ball. As Saka coming on his left foot, blocked the shot. It's an Arsenal throw-in. Again, level with the edge of our penalty box, going to the byline. Odegaard unmarked, back to White. Saka, he's got Casillo up his arse. Neto gets a foot in, and he goes out for another throw-in to Arsenal. White takes it backwards to Saliba, and he goes back towards Gabriel. Top of the centre circle, inside of our half. Rice, wide left to Martinelli. Gusto goes out to meet him. Only a little sort of just Martinelli sort of stepping forward, skipping forward. Gusto blocks him off, so he goes backwards towards halfway. Rice, Casillo's after him, back to halfway line to Gabriel. Jackson's after him and goes back out to Rice. Inside's Partey. Odegaard's unmarked, calling for it left, right-hand side, but he's been ignored. Rice, out left-hand side to Martinelli. Rice on the overlap. Collects it with Fofana up his arse by the corner flag. Forcing backwards, away from goal. Fofana has one by him, a second one. And forcing back all the way back to Timber. 15 minutes gone. Declan Rice swings the ball wide right, looking for Saka, and Cucurella gets in front of him to win it. Neto up against Odegaard. Both sort of fall in a heap on the floor. The ball rolls out for an Arsenal throw-in on the right-hand side. It goes to Saliba, who collects it on halfway line. Going from right to left, inside the centre circle, he goes 10 yards square of him to Gabriel. Chelsea in their shape, just in front of their half at the minute, allowing Arsenal with possession inside the centre circle. Saliba, wide right of him is Partey. Partey, Saliba. Odegaard's just running everywhere at the moment, trying to find space. They play it out left-hand side to Martinelli, up against Gusto. Feints to take him on, stops and goes backwards to Gabriel. Saliba, top of the centre circle, inside Chelsea's half. Left-hand side is Gabriel, able to come forward, halfway inside of our half. Chelsea sort of defending deep here. Martinelli and Gusto goes to meet him. Martinelli takes a touch inside. Gusto holding him off. Back to Gabriel. Back to Partey. Jackson's after him. Saliba, Jackson's after him. Little dink ball, little triangles, and Odegaard in the right back position collects it. Palmer's fighting him up. Saka, back to Odegaard, and well done, Palmer. He's forced him backwards. Arsenal going back deep inside their own half from Saliba, back to Odegaard. Now the ball over the top. Gusto should get there, and he does. Well done. Casido up against Odegaard, clatters Odegaard, and the referee gives a free kick. Casido went for the ball, but he's literally clattered Odegaard as he's gone to the ball. I have to say, even watching it here, so Odegaard's on the floor, his arms above his head, he's winded a bit. Casido went to take the ball, and he literally, let's have a look here. It's halfway, he's led with his arm. He's led with his shoulder. It's a stupid challenge, I have to say. It really is a stupid challenge. But Odegaard's taken one in the chest and he's down. Of course, Arteta's doing this, as you all know, because Arteta gets away with murder on the sideline. Anyway, it's a stupid free kick to give away. It's literally about 35 yards, 40 yards from goal, dead centre of the pitch. Just literally, don't give a free kick away. Why put yourself in danger? Why give Arsenal an opportunity to get the ball in the box? There's no point. Anyway, Palmer's having a word with the referee and Odegaard. So Arsenal's got a free kick here. Odegaard and Partey's after it. On top of it, Chelsea, only Havertz has pushed forward at the minute. Now Arsenal go to move forward, but they take it short. Chelsea are defending 5 yards outside their box. Anyway, Timber finds Martinelli, edge of the penalty box left-hand side, out on the byline. Madueke's fronting him up and forcing him backwards. Back to Gabriel, out to Timber. Martinelli overlap. Casido goes across, byline. Well done. Casido reads it, wins it off of him. Plays it off of Martinelli. It's gone out for Chelsea throwing. 5 yards from the corner flag. Deep inside of our half. Casilla wearing the armband. Outstanding player for Chelsea, I have to say. Here we go. Another Arsenal stat for you. No Chelsea stats, but Arsenal. Arteta unbeaten 5 games against Chelsea managed at Stamford Bridge. Where's the Chelsea stats? Sky in your bias commentary. Anyway, 18 minutes, 20 seconds gone. It's a Chelsea goal kick, actually. Didn't go out for a throw, he went out for a goal kick. But Sanchez is not taking it. He's even cold to take it and give it to him. He's being pressed now by Havertz. Sanchez gets it away to the right-hand side, and it's managed to get through all the way to Madueke, but he can't get there. Arsenal win it. It's come out left-hand side to Gabriel on the wing, and he crosses it, half cleared by Colwill, and then Gusto volleys the ball away, and Jackson's going to hold it up under pressure. He lays it up to Caicedo. Good dummy. Caicedo finds Cole Palmer, turns away from Partey, Palmer's away. Left-hand side, Jackson through the middle. Neto, literally corner penalty box, drives it towards the back post. Madueke rises. Arsenal get there and put him off from his cross. But Chelsea broke away. Cole Palmer sucked Partey in, and he was away. And Jackson was through the middle, totally unmarked. And he played the ball to Neto left. Takes one touch, two touch, edge of the box, 5 yards in. It goes beyond the penalty area, corner of the box. He's probably about 16, 15 yards from goal, and he puts the cross towards the back post. But Madueke goes up too early. Timber guides the ball away, and it's an Arsenal goal kick. Taken short, Raya just gets the ball away from Palmer, finds Gabriel. Left-hand side is Timber and Declan Rice. Chelsea trying to box them in with Madueke, Jackson and Caicedo. Gone back to the goalkeeper, Raya. He's got the ball at his feet. He manages to get it away and finds Ben White. Neto comes over. Cucurella goes up against Saka, can't win it, but Caicedo does. It's Lavia does, actually. Lavia finds Cole Palmer, left-hand corner of the penalty box. Cross comes in near post. Raya all day long. Jackson was never going to get there. And Raya takes it short out to Odegaard. Lays it off to Partey, just outside his own box. Finds Kai Havertz across the box. Well done. Cucurella won it off of him. Well done. Jackson holds off a challenge of Declan Rice. Cole Palmer, left-hand side, tries to play a little dink ball back inside. Read by Saliba. Arsenal win it back with White. Cucurella's after him. White back to the byline. Raya, big boot. 20 minutes gone. Colwill's underneath it. Just heads it up in the air, and it's easy for Havertz to win it and gives it to Saka. Takes Colwill on. Colwill's taken him out. Saka goes beyond Colwill, and Colwill's on the wrong side, and he dives into win a challenge, and he sort of cuts across Saka and takes him out. Colwill can't believe it. He didn't play the ball first. He played the man, and that's why the free kick's been given. He doesn't win the ball either. It goes through Saka to win the ball, and you can't do that because that's a free kick. If you win the ball first and take the man second, that's fair enough. He didn't do it anywhere near it. He's doing this, Colwill, but he's got a yellow card for it. It's just another stupid free kick to give away in a stupid area. Anyway, and the thing is as well, Colwill did that. It's about 35 yards out, right inside of centre. Chelsea had defenders in there on the cover anyway. So this is different from Arsenal now. They've now got men pushed forward to the edge of the penalty box. Chelsea have stepped out, levelled the edge of the D, outside the penalty box to block it off. Declan Rice is over it. Four-man Arsenal attackers beyond the Chelsea defensive line. There's three Arsenal players in front of the Chelsea defensive line, but four behind them. Chelsea with seven players across the defensive line. The cross comes in. Sanchez punches. He could have caught it. Jackson brings it down with a loose touch. Lays it off to Caicedo. It's not going to get there. Caicedo loses out to Saka. Arsenal pick up possession, but they've actually given offside. Caicedo this time has taken a whack in the gut. He's down with legs in the air. Offside anyway. Chelsea it's just Jackson at times. He's going to control a ball. It's come off his knee. It's come off his shin. Leroy Colwill. They're showing a replay of the free kick, and Colwill pulls back Gabriel. He pulls his shirt back. Gabriel falls over, to be fair, and doesn't even claim for it. Anyway, Chelsea have taken the free kick and gone back to Sanchez, and he's gone to left-hand side of the penalty box to Colwill, plays a raking ball inside to Gusto, who can't control it. Arsenal then give the ball straight to Caicedo, who plays it first time wide right. Madueke, that's it. Madueke deep inside their half, running up against Timber, penalty box, overlap, tries to get a ball in from Jackson. Arsenal managed to get the ball away. Jackson, he played the ball to Jackson, and he tries a little back heel back into the feet of Madueke. Chelsea with possession again. Caicedo, wide left, looking for Neto, collects it, level the edge of their penalty box. White comes out to meet him. Neto stands him up. Jinx outside, gets to the byline, comes back on his right foot, steps over it. Jinx again, holds on to possession. Trying to work a space, he does. Cross comes in. Oh my word, who's that? Back post, Malo Gusto. on a sixpence, has held it ball over the bar. Neto stood there, jinking left, jinking right, just standing still, just trying to get Ben White to sell himself. And he does. He gets 2 yards of space and he puts a cross onto Gusto's head. And Gusto has got Martinelli against him. Gusto heads it over from 6 yards. Literally over the bar from 6. It's 4 yards. And Martinelli's just landed on the back of his legs, which is why Gusto's down. But he's literally put a ball on a sixpence. All Gusto's got to do is score, and he can't keep the header down, and it goes over the bar. Massive opportunity for Chelsea blown. He's onto his right leg here because as he went up for the header, Martinelli's trying to get back into him, and they both want to heap on top of each other. And Martinelli's hands on his leg, but he should be all right. So Reece James is up, applauding the Chelsea fans, warming up. Anyway, massive, massive opportunity. We've spoken before the game, or I should say, before the game, about how against the top 4 teams we've not delivered this season. We've been not playing free, we've been holding back. That is a massive opportunity for Gusto. If anything, as the cross has come out, he's put his head down and it's hit the top of his forehead and gone over, not flush in the middle of his forehead. Maresca's on his knees. He can't believe it. Can't believe it. What an opportunity it was. Gusto's up. He's freeing his left leg at the minute. Brilliant from Neto. They always say you need 1 yard of space to put a cross in, and what he delivered was outstanding. Literally right on the back post. And he connected 4 yards out. Raya was nowhere. He's literally like, couldn't get there. Anyway, 25 gone. Chelsea, we've had forced Raya into 2 saves. Sanchez has nothing to do at the moment. Anyway, Arsenal goal kick and they take it out to Declan Rice. He's able to play it out left-hand side to Timber, who's over halfway and no one's closing him down. He's halfway inside our half now. Now Madueke goes across and finds Martinelli. Casino fronting him up. Martinelli gets to the byline. Cross comes in. Fofana deflects the ball away. 25 yards out. White collects it, plays a 1-2 with Partey, but Chelsea doing well, pushing them up. But now they've played it into the feet of Odegaard. Right inside Saka, up against Cucurella. 10 yards from the byline. Back to Ben White. Out to Saka. Cucurella goes across to meet him. Shut him inside. Cross comes down. Headed away by Casino, away from danger. Out to Timber. Level the edge of the box, right-hand side. Cross comes in over everybody. Sanchez goes to meet it and stops. Goes out of play for Chelsea goal kick. Chelsea doing well in this game defensively so far. Gusto's good. He's all right at the moment. Dave said, at least have a decent referee in charge. Jake, thanks very much for the comment. Appreciate it. 26 gone. Chelsea with a goal kick. In front of Matthew Harding, left side of the penalty box, and Cole was going to take it short to Sanchez. Havertz has read it. Going to close Sanchez down. It goes out to Colwell again. Colwell looking for that 30-yard ball, and he tries to play and gives it straight to Saka. Odegaard, Saka, opportunity. Shot blocked by Casino. Cross comes out to Martinelli. Shot blocked by Sanchez this time. Chelsea play themselves into big trouble, and we managed to get away with the ball. Saka's down, edge of the penalty box. Ball goes wide right. Jackson's made around the channel. He's got the ball. Edge of the penalty box right inside. Palmer's there with him. He waits. Jackson waits. Holds it up. Gives it to Madueke in the D. Gets it out of his feet. Shoots. Deflected. And Arsenal with Partey tries to bring the ball away and eventually get the ball up in the air away. Colwell wins it. Madueke deflects it off of the face of Timber, who's gone down. Inside, and the referee's called it because Timber's gone down onto his face. Chelsea are just playing themselves into trouble again. In trouble, playing out from the back. It's just ridiculous. It's just stupid. Colwell's being put under pressure. We all know that Levi Colwell collects the ball and he likes to play a 30, 40-yard ball into people's feet in between the lines. He's trying to find Neto up the line. Arsenal with 3 players, Havertz, Saka and Odegaard, block him off. Odegaard wins it and gives it to Saka. Saka's shot is blocked. It comes out and Martinelli then shoots and Sanchez just stands up. Big save, just deflects the ball away. Anyway, so it'll be a drop ball here. Chelsea have possession inside Arsenal's half, top of the centre circle, inside their half. Referee's going to drop the ball, is he? He does. He gives it back to Colwell. Fofana, first time ball wide right to Madueke. This time, Timber's got support in Martinelli. Madueke holds it up, gives it back to Gusto. Plays it back towards the centre circle to Casido. First time ball wide left to Cucurella. Under pressure to Colwell. Arsenal coming out with 5 players pressing us. We've got to play through. And Fofana does well to beat all of them. Fofana's away, right-hand side. He's got Madueke on the byline. He finds him. Chelsea with 2 players back post. Fofana on the overlap. Tries to get a cross in. Deflected away by Saliba. It's a Chelsea corner. 28 minutes, 33 seconds gone. Good move. Fofana, Arsenal players went to press. He turned one of them and he was away. 5 players out of the game for Arsenal. Anyway, Chelsea corner, this time from the other side, the right-hand side. Is it a corner or is it a goal kick? The goal kick. They've played out. I thought it was a corner. It isn't. They've played out and Chelsea's trying to shut them down. Casido's all over the back of Partey. Casido's been booked already. Anyway, they've managed to play it away from Casido to Declan Rice. Fronted up by Jackson, Partey, halfway inside his own half here. Just playing across the defensive line. Gabriel, Declan Rice, left back position. Has to go back 5 yards to Gabriel. Chelsea defending their half at the minute in their defensive shape. Arsenal just playing little 5-yard balls. Now they've gone back inside the centre circle to Partey, gone back out the left-hand side. And with that, 3 Arsenal players go play out to Odegaard. Odegaard's come out to a right-back position, asking for the ball. It's now going to find his way out here, and it does. Odegaard collects it, but he's got Neto up his arse. And Odegaard goes back to Saliba. Palmer's after him. Raya's come 10 yards outside of his box to make up the defensive line. Collects it and gives it to Declan Rice. All inside Arsenal's half at the minute. Dead centre, Partey, halfway inside his half. Chelsea pushed up inside their half, but not pressing at the minute. Partey, left-hand side here. He's got Saliba. Back to Partey, bottom of the centre circle. Still inside his own half here. Chelsea backed off to halfway, which allows Saliba to step inside of our half, right inside, ball over the top, and he's got White on the overlap. Colwell reads it, comes across. White, if White had controlled it, it was in, but he couldn't. And Colwell come across and got the ball away. Arsenal throwing, gone backwards. Saliba, level the edge of the penalty box. Neto and Palmer up against him, and Cucurella. Cucurella's gone down. The referee's given a free kick against Bukayo Saka, and it is a Chelsea free kick. Well done. Defending numbers, did well. 30 minutes gone. So Saka leaves the ball by the byline and walks off because he's just petulant. Honestly. So Cucurella knocks it out of play because it's a Chelsea goal kick. So Colwell again gives it to Sanchez, and every single time it's the same routine. And Chelsea now Arsenal's onto it. Now Colwell goes long up toward Jackson, who can't win it against Saliba. Odegaard brings it down and finds Saka with Colwell up his arse, but he's turned him. Referee's given a free kick. Free kick to Arsenal. Saka turned Cucurella, who's pulled him back. Stupid. Chelsea plan out from the back. Just play the ball across the defensive line and go wide. Don't hoof a long ball up to Jackson because he can't win it. Arsenal free kick, right-hand side. It's level the width of the penalty box. Played quickly into Kai Havertz from Declan Rice. Havertz, he's scored. Kai Havertz has flicked the ball past the goalkeeper Sanchez, and he does this in front of the Chelsea fans. Arsenal 1-0 up. 1-0 up, 31 minutes, 40 seconds gone. Chelsea are all appealing. Chelsea are appealing with the referee about something here. I don't know what they're appealing for, but they're appealing for something. But Kai Havertz has scored on his return to Chelsea. It's a quickly taken free kick. Declan Rice, Havertz is wide open. He's in between the D and the edge of the penalty box on the right-hand side. Massive gap between the defenders. He comes across and he flicks it beyond Colwell. They're looking at VAR for offside. I think he's offside. Havertz is off. I think he's off. Chelsea were holding the line about 2 yards or a yard outside of the penalty box, and I think Havertz is off. I think it's going to be disallowed. Hopefully it will. It's under review. I think it's offside. I think it's offside. Will it be given as off? It is. He's miles off. I can see it from here, the naked eye. As the ball's being played, he's off. He's got to be off. The last defender is Colwell, who's about a yard away from the 18-yard box. He's offside. It's disallowed. Kai Havertz, his shoulders level the edge of the penalty box. So Kai Havertz scoring and doing all this in front of the Chelsea fans. Hopefully, he'll be made to pay. 33 minutes, 16 seconds gone. So Chelsea with a free kick deep inside of our own half. Well, edge of our penalty box. And what's happened here? I don't know what's happened here. They're focusing on Arteta. Right, Chelsea got a free kick. We're taking 5 yards further up the pitch. Sanchez tells everyone to push further forward. So Chelsea do so, thank God. Launch it now. So 0-0. Arsenal goal disallowed. Chelsea should have scored from the back post. Gusto heads over the bar from 4 yards. Anyway, even Steven at the moment. Approaching the 34th minute, Sanchez launches it up towards the edge of the penalty box on the right-hand side. Neto goes up against Ben White. Ben White holds position, just blocks him off, goes out for an Arsenal throw-in. Level the edge of their own penalty box on the right-hand side. White's pinched a few yards. Anyway, takes it short to Rice, who just launches it up towards halfway. Fofana beats Havertz to it, heads it away for an Arsenal throw-in. 5 yards inside of our half. On our left-hand side, White's pinched a few more yards again. White, and goes backwards to Saliba. Partey, being pressed, has to force back quickly to Gabriel. He's 10 yards off the bottom of his own centre circle. Bottom of the centre circle, I should say. Into Saliba, into Partey, trying to play through. Neto's run up of Odegaard, well done on halfway. Goes back to Cucurella. Sanchez over his box. Havertz is after him. Plays it into Casido's feet. He's being pressed by Declan Rice and plays it wide right to Madueke. Up against Timber, holding him off. 5 yards inside of our half and does well. Lays it back to Fofana, spins off. Fofana goes back to Sanchez. Out of his feet, right-footed, high. Looking for Madueke against Timber. Timber's underneath it all day long. Heads it forward. Gabriel just heads it straight out of play. A Chelsea throw-in. 10 yards inside of our own half at the minute. On the right-hand side here. Arteta's more animated rather than Maresca. But that's just their nature, I think. Chelsea take the throw-in short to Casido. He's given bloody Fofana a hospital ball. Goes back to Sanchez, who launches it from his own byline. Madueke against Timber. Madueke goes down under pressure, has got himself a free kick. Well done. Madueke asks for the Chelsea fans to give more. Chelsea take a free kick into Jackson's feet on the halfway line. Finds Madueke halfway inside their half. He's got Gusto on the overlap. He comes inside, tries to go beyond the defender, but he takes a touch too hard. Too much Madueke. Arsenal win it back and he trips the Arsenal player that's come out with the ball and given away a free kick to the Arsenal. 35 minutes, 50 seconds gone. 0-0. Rice takes the free kick short to Saliba. Just outside his own box here, goes square to Gabriel. Chelsea pushed up, trying to force them back. They do to Raya. Raya, panicking, gives it left-hand side Gabriel, who launches it up the line. Martinelli wins the header against Gusto, but Fofana collects it 5 yards inside his own half and goes halfway line to Casido. He plays the diagonal ball into the feet of Colwill. Chelsea going backwards here, halfway inside our own half here, but Arsenal stop pressing, they're walking. Palmer collects from Cucurella in front of Maresca. Back to Cucurella, into Casido, to Cucurella. Casido plays away from Odegaard, into the feet of Fofana. Fofana into the feet of Gusto, wide right, Madueke plays it too deep. Madueke wasn't there, and Arsenal got themselves a throw-in inside of our half. Halfway inside of our half. Chelsea just slack with their passing at the minute. Arsenal throw-in's gone backwards. Gabriel. Rice collects it from him. Inside of our half, left-hand side. Halfway line. It's gone backwards, Arsenal. So Gabriel, just over halfway. Left-back position. Back to Rice on the halfway line. Left to centre. Into Partey. Gets it back straight away. Chelsea walking. Close him down. He's inside of our half. Just trying to hold a shape. Now Jackson goes to press. White. Chelsea press now. Palmer after Saliba. Inside his own half now. Rice, he's got Jackson after him. Outside of him is Gabriel. Finds the ball inside to Partey. Chelsea, mate, trying to break between the lines with Havertz. Chelsea win it. And Chelsea play a ball at the top here. Jackson trying to get him beyond Raya and White. And Raya volleys it away up in the air, just outside of his box. And Neto tries to bring the ball down. Odegaard can't control it. And Casido picks it up. Centre circle. Under pressure from Havertz. Fofana. Cole Palmer's touched the ball twice. Last 15 minutes. That's the touch map from Sky. Arsenal's all about their positive play. Ours is negative, according to Sky. Anyway, Chelsea just knocking the ball 5 yards around each other at the moment in the middle of midfield, halfway line. Casido back to Colwill. Pressed by Arsenal. Colwill out to Cucurella. Up the line is Neto, finds him. White's up his arse, plays for the free kick, and now White and Neto are after each other here. White's trying to put one on him, giving it the old shoulder, and Neto just runs past him. Says something in Portuguese to him. Anyway, Chelsea free kick taken quickly. Back halfway line. Casido, Colwill. Casido's got Odegaard after him. Casido, Cucurella's up the line. He's beyond Saka. Saka's trying to get back. Neto's gone down, holding onto his face. And Ben White has got a yellow card. Neto made a run inside for Cucurella to make a run down the line. And White's done his little... So now Ben White's shouting at him in his face. He's saying to the referee, I've done nothing. Let's look at the replay. If the referee sees it's an elbow to block him off, let's see. Neto comes off the line. Oh, he just catches him in the face, to be fair. There's no elbow. He reaches out and just catches him. So White's now mouthing off Neto constantly. Neto's just getting on with his game. 39 minutes, 15 seconds gone. Chelsea got a free kick. About 35 yards from goal, left-hand side. Arsenal defending the edge of their D. Palmer's tried to take one against Raya off his line. He's put it straight over the net. Unlucky Palmer. He's smiling because the Arsenal fans give him some stick. He spotted Raya off his line on the penalty spot and he's tried to do him from 45 yards, 35, 40 yards, I should say. But he's overcooked it straight out of play for a goal kick to Arsenal. So with that, so Gabriel's going to take the same sort of routine as what we're doing. The centre-back goes left corner, 6-yard box and takes it to his right to the goalkeeper. He plays out of his feet, comes out to Saliba with Palmer after him. Saliba turns, Palmer goes back to Raya and Raya plays it left-hand side of his own box, deep inside his own half to Gabriel. And he finds Partey. Rice goes beyond into the space, but Chelsea read it with Madueke, wins it off for both of them, of Rice and Timber. Well done, Casido, trying to find a ball. Chelsea have got it with Madueke. Plays it into Palmer's feet, edge of the penalty box. He couldn't control it and Arsenal get the ball away. Cucurella's done well. Saka tried to turn him. Cucurella's just read it, won it back, give it back to Fofana. Casido gets it from Lavia, halfway line, into feet of Palmer, who collects it under pressure from Odegaard. Gives it to Cucurella, left back position, deep inside of the Arsenal half. Sorry, deep by the halfway line, I should say. Gone back to Sanchez, though, Colwill. Edge of his own box, Sanchez. Havertz closes him down and deflects the clearance away, and he goes straight to Gabriel. With that, Timber collects it. Chelsea just pushed up, edge of the centre circle, top of it, inside their half, and Arsenal play across the defensive line. 41 minutes gone. Saliba, Timber, Gabriel's to his left. Timber's in the middle of the back four at the minute. Chelsea just down the edge of the centre circle. And now we sort of go to push, half-hearted. Arsenal can play across the defensive line at the minute, not going anywhere at the moment. Partey drops in, says give him the ball, and he collects it. Jackson and Palmer sort of standing there. And they played it left-hand side now. Martinelli's dropped deep with Gusto after him, and Martinelli's had to go back to the goalkeeper. 5 yards outside of his own penalty box here. He gives it to Partey, who's dropped in the back three for Arsenal, plays the ball over the top. But Ben White went to make the run and then just gave up on it. It's gone straight through to Sanchez. Collects it, left-hand side of his box and runs, moves gradually across his penalty box, just in front of his penalty spot, just to the right-hand side of it now, then rolls it out to his left-hand side to Colwill. Colwill collects it, launches it into the feet of Jackson, but Jackson can't get there, blocked off by Saliba. Gabriel collects it, gives it to Partey. Arsenal begins to dominate now. Chelsea get a foot on the ball. Declan Rice drops it and collects it. Just inside his own half at the minute. Chelsea's just sort of in their defensive shape here. Arsenal allowing Arsenal to play it across their back line. Gabriel plays it wide left to Martinelli. Timber's come on the inside, so Martinelli's on the byline. He's been pushed back by Gusto inside his own half. Well done, Gusto. Back to Saliba, bottom of the centre circle inside his own half here. Martinelli's continues his run and collects the ball middle of midfield. Partey inside the centre circle, inside Arsenal's half. Plays the ball wide right to Saka. Cucurella comes over. Loose touch from Saka. Cucurella gets in front and goes to win the throw. But he doesn't. It did come off of him. It's never going to be a bloody Chelsea throw. Arsenal throwing into the feet of Havertz, edge of the penalty box. Lays it off to Partey. First time ball wide left to Martinelli. Heads it down behind Timber. Rice collects it. Martinelli's in, left-hand corner of the penalty box, tries to get a cross in. Offside. Well done. Blocked off, though, by Malo Gusto, and has been given as offside. Well done, Gusto. Arsenal just trying to play that possession game, looking for the opening. They found it between Gusto and Madueke, who'd switched off. But well done. Offside. And he was offside. Well, he was offside. It's a bit iffy. Colwell was level, I think. Anyway, Chelsea got away with one. A minute and a half left of normal time in the first half. Arteta arms folded. Maresca, pretty much the same. Even game at the minute. Come on now, Chelsea. Long ball from Sanchez. Jackson can't get there. Gabriel just heads it off of him, and he actually wins back possession at the edge of the penalty box, Jackson. He's gone down under a challenge. The referee's bought it, and it's a Chelsea free kick. Declan Rice got a foot in. Well done, Jackson. He went up for the header, and I think it's Gabriel. Heads it against the back of Jackson. It comes off of Gabriel and falls to Jackson's feet. It comes off Jackson's back, and he wins a challenge against Timber, and he turns, edge of the penalty box, and he got Gabriel and Declan Rice there. Declan Rice chops across him, and Jackson goes down. I have to say he's dived, and the referee's bought it. Chelsea with a free kick. It's 20 yards from goal, 21 yards from goal, 22 maybe. It's outside the width of the 6-yard box, so it's wider than that. Palmer and Gusto are after it. Gusto, Palmer. Reyes asked for a 5-man wall. It's from the right-hand side, so it's perfect for a left footer. Or will it be Gusto? Right foot to the opposite side. 4-man Arsenal wall because Odegaard's on the floor. Gusto takes it. Arsenal defence block it. Palmer, edge of the penalty box, kept hold of possession, trying to turn away, but he's been crowded out by the Arsenal, and they come away with the ball. Who's gone down? Havertz has gone down with Palmer. Referee's given a free kick. Palmer holds on to the ball, doesn't let. It's 3 minutes of injury time. 45th minute now. Madueke, he's just mucking around with the ball, got booked for it. Stupid. Delay a game. It's a new rule this year, and it's stupid. So Madueke's booked. Arsenal, free kick deep inside their own half here. Free kick was poor, just played straight into the wall by Gusto. Anyway, Raya's going to take a big free kick here. Arsenal pushed right into our half. Raya now. Looking for Havertz on that right-hand side, our left-hand side. Chelsea, 2 defenders come across and they've won the ball, the second ball. Rice driving forward, but Casido's pinched it off him brilliantly well. Well done, Casido. Ball up the line, looking for Jackson. He's pinned Saliba, holds him off. Just 10 yards inside their half, Jackson. Halfway now, driving from right to left. Jackson driving forward. He goes down again, Jackson. This time it's Odegaard who makes the foul. Arsenal are furious and he's dived again. Jackson, well done. Well done. He's literally our out ball when Casido just wins the ball and plays him off. He's come across him, Odegaard. He's put an arm over him and he's gone down. He's barged him off the ball. There's no need for Odegaard to do that. He's got 2 Arsenal players behind him defending. So there's now words between Rice and somebody else. Timber and somebody else. So Rice and Madueke are having words. Casido and Rice are having words about something now. Lavia and Rice are having words. And Lavia's trying to keep it going. Or Rice is trying to keep it going. Lavia wants nothing to do with it. Rice and Casido, again, actually having constructed, it's all friendly banter. Anyway, so Arsenal, defending edge of their penalty box, another chance from a free kick from Chelsea. We must take it. This time it's further back. It's about 30 yards from goal, maybe 28 yards. This time it's more central, right hand side of centre. Palmer into the wall again. Blocked off. Lavia's going to drop deep and collect it, and he does. Back to Colwell, to Gusto. Back to Colwell with Arsenal pressing with Odegaard. Colwell plays it out to his right-hand side, left-hand side to Neto, who drops it off, leaves it for Cucurella, who's not going to get there, and Arsenal come forward. Saka. Neto gets back to help Cucurella. He goes back to Ben White, halfway inside of our half on the right-hand side. He comes inside to Saliba. Saliba finds Gabriel, centre circle, and he has to go back to Raya because Chelsea, through Jackson, Palmer and Lavia, were pressing. Raya launched it wide right for Arsenal. White can't get there, but gets second ball. Saka up against Cucurella. Cucurella's won it. Casido Plays a nice ball into Palmer. He's got a little bit of space, Palmer. 2 on the overlap. One's Neto. Jackson's through the middle. Neto. Corner penalty box, left-hand side. Waits. Plays the ball into feet of Cole Palmer's run. But he got covered off by Partey. And Palmer couldn't control it. And that's it. Half time. Chelsea 0. Arsenal 0. Arsenal's had a goal disallowed. Kai Havertz offside, and he was. But Chelsea have forced Ryan to 2 saves. One from Cole Palmer 5 minutes in, a rasper from 25 yards, which Raya tipped over the bar. But the chance of the game has got to be Malo Gusto, back post. Chelsea, brilliant play, would get the ball with Neto, and he just fronts up Ben White. And when Ben White's to stand there saying, right, go beyond me, go round me. So Neto goes left, he goes right. He just sort of stands still. He's running over the ball. The ball stays still. He's trying to just, his body shape to get Ben White to sell himself. And eventually he does. He sells himself this way, and he takes one touch out of his feet, and he curls a ball across the 6-yard box, literally to the back post where Raya can't get there. Martinelli thinks, shit, I'm caught wrong side. Gusto goes flying in, and I think he probably thinks he's going to get clattered by the goalkeeper and Martinelli. And he comes in and he connects with the top of his head, his forehead, and the ball goes over the bar from 4 yards. A massive opportunity for Chelsea. Couldn't make it count. And it's 0-0. Pretty even game. So Terry says he thinks that Cole Palmer's a little bit off his game at the moment. Also says that Cucurella's working hard. So people, post your comments. If you're watching on X, thank you very much for watching and tuning in. I've got 3,000 people watching this particular stream at the moment. I think probably quite a few of them are on X. Quite a few are on YouTube, hopefully. Let's just see how many is watching on YouTube of that 3,000. 38. So it's all off of X. Anyway, X. Rabat, how are you, mate? Good to see you in. X, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you doing so. Let me log into the X and just see if there's any comments going on with the... That's the wrong one. I don't want to do that one. Let's just log into X and have a look at this and just see what's going on. Anyway, let's just see. Yeah, 3,000 views at the moment. Appreciate all of you. I really, really appreciate all of you. So make sure you post any comments you got on there as well. I will try and read them as well if I can. But 3,000 views so far. Appreciated. Thank you very, very much. So what do we think of that half? What do we think of the half, people? Good half or not? I just got to turn my fan off, my heater off. Hold on. With that, if you've never watched the commentary before, hopefully you're enjoying it. As I said to you before, it is not a watch along. This is ball by ball live match coverage. I'd say, Dave, I think you're right, mate. Let's just say that. I think you're right. It is 50-50 so far. Chelsea have had we've had a great opportunity, as I said, with Malo Gusto. The one from Cole Palmer, I think if you're part of the goalkeepers union, you would expect Raya to save it and push it over the bar, and he did. But obviously there's a chance for Arsenal ruled out for offside. So half-time, 0-0. Chelsea are playing better in this game than they did against Man United, I have to say. The gripe that I have had in these games so far against Liverpool and against Man United was we played within ourselves. We showed the opposition too much respect, and it showed. Just get myself a shandy. It's shandy time, people. The ChelsDaft pub is open. Let's just say that. So cheers to all of you on a Sunday afternoon. Cheers for 3 points to the Arsenal. Did I just say that? Of course I didn't say that. To Chelsea. Bloody Arsenal. It's a good game, actually. It's a very good game. King Woe's Court says, thanks again for the commentary. Not making it the mistake of calling it a watch-along. Bloody watch-along, my God. What's the point of watching watch-alongs? You watch people watching a game of football. It's like, why would you want to do that? I don't understand why you would want to do that. I think it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy that people want to do that. Anyway, let's just repost my Twitter. Let's repost that so people that's on there can have a bit of a view of this as well. I'm just going to put on the screen there. I'm going to put it down there so I can see how many people are watching as well at the same time, which is always good. So, I think the only gripe I've got from Chelsea perspective is Arsenal are on to us. What's happening with our goal kicks? I haven't really described it in detail, but when we've got a goal kick, Levi Colwill takes it from the left-hand side of the 6-yard box. And what he does is he's got Sanchez in the middle of his 6-yard box, and he rolls it to him. He rolls it to Sanchez every time. So Kai Havertz is literally dead centre outside the penalty box, waiting for the ball to go to Sanchez, and he goes to press him. So you want Sanchez to get rid of it very quick. And Sanchez, for the most part, has. But what an opportunity that was. I can't believe he didn't score. Just seeing that replay again. Neto, he literally has got Ben White pinned, and he gets it out of his feet, and he plays this ball, and this ball is perfect. Raya cannot get there, and Martinelli's struggling. It's over Gabriel. Martinelli's the wrong side, and Gusto comes in, and all he's got to do is he puts his head down. It hits the top right-hand corner of his forehead and goes over the bar. Anyway, people on X, thank you very much. Subscribe to the channel as well. You can always come across to YouTube and do that as well. It's live match, ball-by-ball coverage here on ChelsDaft. Just look at Paul Merson's in the stage, doing the punditry, and you can tell it. You can see what he's saying. He's saying he's got to score. He's got to score that. 24 minutes in, should have scored. Massive opportunity. Honestly, really, really was. And they're showing the Martinelli chance. So Colwill tries to play a ball out. It hits Saka. Comes to Odegaard. He gives it to Saka, who moves inside, just outside the D. His shot is blocked. It comes out to Martinelli, and Martinelli takes one touch inside the penalty box, and then he strikes it from just outside the 6-yard box. But Sanchez does well because Sanchez doesn't sell himself. He stands there, big, and Martinelli goes across him. Rather than go near post, he goes across him. There is a gap of about 3 yards. Anyway, Giuseppe, good first half. Let's hope the second half we can score and win for the fans. Terry, I don't think a team that makes one mistake will lose. It's one of those games. It's one of those games where it's going to go one way or the other. It's going to be tight and evenly contested, or it's going to go the other way and be plenty of goals in it. So, what we're looking at now, Havertz disallowed goal. But Chelsea totally switched off, completely switched off. Sanchez, honestly, Sanchez, they take the free kick short. So Chelsea players are backing off. So referee said Jackson stood on the ball. So it's right-hand side. Jackson stood on the ball. Referee's told him to move away. So as he's moving away, Chelsea defenders sort of go in a huddle or collectively together inside the D outside the penalty box. And there's one player on the left-hand side, Cucurella. So Kai Havertz moves in the space between the D and the edge of the penalty box. And he literally just stands there. So Rice sees him and plays him in. And Havertz lets it go across his body and then drives towards the 6-yard box. And as he gets to the corner of it, 2 Chelsea defenders come across. And then Sanchez just stands there. And Sanchez does that thing where he puts his leg down like this and he puts it under him. And then they give it offside, thank God. Anyway, just waiting for the second half to start. Would you make any changes? Anyone? Probably not. Yeah, Jaburu Joe. Too many stupid cars will end up costing us. It will. Gusto's missed a sitter. Dave, he has. Yeah. In fairness to Gusto, yeah, Martinez wrapped all over him and riding on his back. He did. But as close as he is, you've got to score. You have to say he has to score there. He really does. So, big half this for Chelsea. We win this game, we go third. Arsenal win it, they go third. Was Forest lost today to Newcastle. Big game. Come on. James Masters at the Chelsea says, of course, come on now. Let's make this a big half for Chelsea. Let's win this game. We've not been able to do it against City, against Liverpool. We played within ourselves last week against Man United. Did the commentary on that one. Check that out on the channel as well if you want. But yeah, this is a massive half for Chelsea. Need to win this game. Let's hope that we do. So I won't make any changes at the moment. The one thing I would change is just trying to mix it up rather than try and play out from the back. Mix it up a bit, long ball it, and go from there. That's what I want us to see. Terry, yeah. Oath. I said the same as me, pretty much. He has to score. He was ahead of Martinez. Martinelli, sorry, he should have scored 100%. And those moments, in big games, they win you, I have to say. So, anyway, welcome along, people. Ball by ball match coverage, Chelsea versus Arsenal from Stamford Bridge, Premier League. It's 0-0. Gusto's missed a sitter from 4 yards. Havertz had a goal disallowed. Interesting enough, he gave all this to Chelsea fans as well. Celebrating in front of them, gave all this, then it got disallowed. I love Kai Havertz for when he played for us and what he did, but right now, he can go do one. And they say football fans are fickle, apparently. My wife says all the time that's what she's talking about. She's talking nonsense. Absolute nonsense, isn't she? Anyway, so I want to see Chelsea come out and have a go at Arsenal. Let's get a goal first 15 minutes. Force Arsenal to try and play, to push forward a bit more, to open up the space in behind, and then we can hit them again. But let's just get our key players involved in this game. So Madueke started off the half well. Second half of that first half, he's sort of not been as effective. Neto needs to be in the game a lot more. He's got Ben White on toast. What's up with Havertz? Was it Chelsea won him UCL2? It's just that he won it for us. I think he's getting stick from the fans, obviously. You know, those fans that have, that, as I mentioned, no one's fickle in football, are they? No fans. Anyway, so just waiting for this second half to start. Could the bench win the game? Could it? Let's wait and see. Plenty of options, both teams. Chelsea, if anything, probably the stronger bench, I have to say. But it's making the right substitutions. Now, that's a little bit of a gripe I've had as well with Maresca. In these big games, the substitutions have not been effective. So, João Felix, could he unlock the door today against the Arsenal? Could he find a little bit of space? Dave, I mean, too early for changes? Mo, Havertz is a rat. It's a bit strong. Anyway, understand it. It's a bit strong. So, back to his second half. Come on, Chelsea. Let's win this game. No, still watching more coverage of Sky. Doing shandies these days, Jabril Joe. Anyway, come on, Chelsea. Let's start his second half well. So here we go. Come on. Win this game. Win this game. Come on, Maresca. Change it up. Change up the way we're playing now and again. Long ball. Just get the ball wide. That's the key for Chelsea. Getting the ball wide. Getting them pinned one-on-one. We saw early doors that the Timber was having none of it with Madueke. Dropped off. Give us a Newcastle burp. Oh, dear. Anyway, come on. So, players coming out for the second half. Any Arsenal changes? No. Ben White he comes out of the tunnel and he gives a bit of a shoulder to one of the security staff. And he gives him a bit of a look. It's like, really? Ben White and his fake tan. Bless him. Honestly. He must turn up for games about an hour before that just to be in the bathroom and get himself ready. Jesus Christ. Why do that? There's no need to do that, for God's sake. Anyway, so back to another advert as usual, just before game kicks off, because that's what they do. Dear me. So here we go. Come on. Here we go. Back to coverage. Thank Christ for that. And we show Arsenal in a huddle. Of course we do, Sky. Biased. It's just ridiculous, honestly. I hope there's no changes because I've got to sit and type them all out. Right. So, again, so look at Arsenal huddle. Now we're looking at Arteta. The Chelsea come out. Any changes? No. Cole deep in conversation with the referee. Is there any changes this half? Doesn't look like it. No. Same team. Come on. Be effective. Win this game. Maresca already talking to his coach and staff. Oh, Willie Caballero. Remember him? So with Chelsea kicking this off from the shed end, kicking towards Matthew Harding. Arsenal kicking towards their own supporters, as we know. So, Cole Palmer's about to get us underway. Remember, I'm watching on the Sky Sports app. I'm a minute delayed. So, referee blows up and Palmer plays it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Sanchez, in his D, collects it, says his options and gives one out right wing. Jackson can't win it, but it comes on the top of Gabriel's head and goes out for Chelsea throwing. Probably about 20 yards away from there. Well, we've actually gone back with it. We're sort of halfway inside their half now. Gusto takes it back to Fofana. Let's go through his legs and backwards to Colwill. Lavia. Left-hand side, Cucurella. Just inside his own half at the minute. Up the line to Palmer, who turns Partey and Palmer's away. Holds him off. Goes beyond him. Palmer. Cross comes in. Raya, full stretch. Catches it on his 6-yard box. Good from Palmer. Left wing there. Just roaming about, playing free. So he rolls it out Raya to Declan Rice. Deep inside his own half here. Turns away from Jackson. Finds Partey. Wide right. Finds Ben White. Up the line. Looking for Saka. Cucurella's after him. Saka holds him off. Lays it off to Rice, who goes back to Ben White. Back to Saliba. Back to Raya on his penalty spot. Out this left-hand side to Gabriel. The space between Saliba and Gabriel is huge. Partey to Rice. Partey, deep inside their own half still, Arsenal. Looking for an opening. Palmer and Jackson are up there, sort of just moving about to force them to play it. Joined by Neto, goes back to Saliba. Gabriel, left-hand side of centre. Jackson's in front of him, goes back to Raya, outside of the D. In his own half, Raya. 1 touch, 2 touch, out of his feet. Launches it high. Fofana's underneath it with Havertz. Havertz chests the ball down. And Chelsea sort of half clear it. And he comes halfway and Ben White heads it forward. Neto gets ahead there to Cucurella, who just launched it up towards halfway. Arsenal tried to bring it down with Saliba. Can only find Neto. Inside to Palmer. Palmer, 3 Arsenal players against him. Just moves out the way. Up the line to Neto. Neto pinning Saliba. Holds him up. Neto feints the cross and goes back to Cucurella. Lavia, halfway inside Arsenal's half. Fofana, centre circle. Wide right is Gusto. Madueke, chance to run. He's got Martinelli up against him first. Martinelli takes it. He goes beyond Martinelli. Cross comes in towards the back post, but Raya gets there. Near post, just collects it simple. Rolls it out to Partey. Plays a long ball. Looking to get Saka in behind Cucurella. Does well on the stretch to win it. Supported by Lavia. Back to Colwill. Now finds Casido. Wide right. Left-hand side. Sorry, Neto. Cucurella's next to him, gives it back to Cucurella. Lavia, halfway inside Arsenal half. Fofana, left to right. Fofana to Madueke. Gusto's on the overlap. He's got Martinelli in front of him. He's got Timber there. So he goes back to Fofana, Casido, Lavia back to Fofana. Chelsea looking for an opening. The ball's wide left. Neto's got acres of space, but comes out to Madueke. This time he's going to run against Timber. Martinelli comes across, he goes beyond him. Madueke just greedy again. Madueke, every time he comes inside, he's 5 yards outside the penalty box, left foot swinger, and the ball goes just away from goal, closer to the corner flag than the goal. Just get on your left foot and look for the back post. Dink a ball to the back post. That's all you've got to do. You haven't got to shoot every time. Anyway, Arsenal goal kick, taken short to Raya. Rice, penalty spot. Out to Saliba. Saliba, under pressure from Jackson, back to Raya, who launched up towards halfway. Let's chest it down to Saka. They got a little runner, which is Odegaard, back to Saka. Cucurella's after him. Stand up, Cucurella. Don't dive in. Stand up. He has. He's done well so far. But Saka's come away with the ball inside. Halfway side of our half. Rice now. Martinelli's on the outside. Madueke comes up against him. On his right foot. Corner box. Cross comes in. Back post. Goes beyond everybody. White can get round the corner. And it goes out for Chelsea. Goal kick. Left-hand side. Martinelli looked up. Played the ball towards the back post. But it was over everybody. Cucurella done really well, to be fair. He blocked off Havertz. And then White couldn't get there. Anyway, 49 minutes, 37 seconds gone. 0-0. Chelsea short goal kick again. And Sanchez plays it out to his left-hand side. Madueke, good little... I thought it was a good touch. Too heavy. Saliba collects it halfway line. Timber, left-hand side, looking for Martinelli. Gusto takes it off his toes, but can't keep it in play. And it's an Arsenal throw-in. Halfway inside of our half here. Timber to take it. He's pinched 10 yards. Referee pull him back. Referee, he does so. He goes back towards halfway to Gabriel. Saliba, centre circle, halfway line. Left-hand side of it. Gabriel. Back out this left-hand side to Martinelli. And he's forced backwards to Saliba under pressure from Palmer. Turns away from him, unfortunately. Over halfway and plays the ball wide left to Martinelli. Martinelli driving towards the penalty box. Comes inside. Held off at the minute. Tries to get a shot off. And we blocked off by Fofana. Well done. Casido finds Madueke. He's got space to run. He's got Jackson on his outside. Palmer on his left-hand side. Goes to Jackson. Up against Gabriel. Corner of the penalty box. Jackson holds it up. Just taking the pace out of the attack. Walk in. Arsenal get everyone back behind the ball. They have literally Arsenal 30 yards out, no further. So Chelsea just holding on to possession. Halfway inside their half now. Just little 5-yard balls. Lavia, Casido. Fofana. Colwill. Towards the halfway line. Cole into feet to Palmer. In a little bit of space. Turns Palmer. Drives inside the penalty box. Saliba's come across. Plays it off his feet. It's a Chelsea corner. 51 minutes gone. Chelsea corner from the left-hand side. Palmer's gone across to take it. Adulation from the fans as expected. So Arsenal, everyone back defending for Arsenal. Chelsea with their Arsenal set-piece coach against Chelsea's set-piece coach. So Palmer's going to take it. So he's done this. And then they've all moved. Cross comes in low. Havertz gets it away near post. Can only find Gusto. And Gusto, literally 30 yards from goal, goes back halfway to Sanchez. To Casino. Arsenal holding their defensive line, edge of their box. Chelsea allowed space to play inside their half, halfway. Gusto finds Jackson out to Madueke. Madueke onto his left foot. Cross comes in towards the back post. Chelsea's there. Who's that? Oh, my God, it's Fofana. Ball played towards the back post. Fofana's turned the defender. And how's he gone with this ball? He's put it over. It was Saliba. He got the wrong side of Saliba. Brilliant ball for Madueke. And Saliba and him are grappling, and he's sort of turned away from the ball, and he's put a right foot out, and it's hit like the back of his ankle, and it's just gone over the bar. Brilliant cross from Madueke. Anyway, Raya up to halfway. Havertz up against Colwill. Offside. Well done, Colwill. Showing his strength. So, Chelsea free kick, halfway line. Lavia back to Colwill. Into Casido. Back to Colwill. Being pressed by Arsenal. Out to Cucurella. Up the line. Neto's too. He wasn't looking for it. Cucurella inside to Cole Palmer. Collects it. Into feet of Jackson, but Saliba gets across and gets the ball away. Colwill's got one in front of Havertz. He does. He finds Casido being pressed by Declan Rice, who wins it off of him. Halfway line, Rice. Over the top, looking for Havertz, but well done for Fofana. Spotted it, dropped off, won the header, picked up by Madueke, finds Lavia inside. Into feet of Palmer, halfway line. On the left-hand side in space, finds Neto. Neto driving forward, drives towards the byline, stops, holds it up. Goes back to Cucurella. Palmer's on his outside. He gives it to him. Palmer just holding on to possession. Arsenal walking, not closing down. Lavia halfway inside their half. On his outside, left to centre's Palmer. Back out to Neto. Neto goes to a cross. He gets beyond White. Cross to the back post. He's over everybody. And Chelsea will get there with Casido back post. Outside the penalty box. Moving away from goal. Gusto. Colwill. Fofana. Arsenal pressing. Gusto. Halfway inside their half. Top of the centre circle now. Colwill. First time ball wide left to Neto. Up against White. He beat him a minute ago. Decides to go back inside Cucurella. Finds Lavia. Lavia. Into feet of Gusto in space. Gusto shot. Deflects. Edge of the penalty box. Madueke. Takes off the toes of Martinelli. Outside the D. Madueke. Goes towards the back post of Neto. Finds him. Neto cross blocked. Palmer. Takes it to the byline. Inside their box. Digs out across towards the back post. Someone's gone down. Gusto's gone down. Hold on to his ankle. Claiming he was fouled. Referee's having none of it. Ryan takes the ball out. Arsenal play out wide right to Saka. Inside is Saliba. Saliba finds Declan Rice. Gusto running back on Declan Rice. He's gone wide left now. Martinelli. Madueke goes across and he beats him. Martinelli towards the byline. Cross comes into the back post. Cucurella's there. Just blasts the ball away to nobody. Out of play for an Arsenal throw-in. It's gone right across Chelsea's defensive line. What's he saying here, Cucurella? Cucurella's having a go at the referee about something here. What's he saying here? Someone's got blood. Oh, Havertz has got blood in his face. So Cucurella's made a point of going over to the referee saying, blood, blood. And the referee's told Kai Havertz he's got to go off. Of course, that's where Havertz had his bang last week. He's got a cut on the side of his... It's running down his face, down his neck. So, of course, there's only blood. You've got to go off, haven't you? So Havertz is now... He's got a yellow card. He's now having to go at the fourth official, Havertz. He's had to go off. Get seen to by the Arsenal medical staff. But Cucurella was literally like, referee, referee. I wonder if it's his cut where he's got caught in the week. Anyway, Arsenal got a throw from this. And it's about 10 yards from the corner flag, inside of our half, left-hand side, Timber. 5 yards from the corner flag. He's gone to take the throw in and it's come out of his hands. Referee said, Palmer's saying it's a foul throw. Referee's actually given it back to him. But there's literally... That's a foul. They're just trying to replay. He's gone to take the throw in. The ball's at the back of his head and fell out of his hands. Referee's given it back to him. Take it. It's a joke. Anyway, they take the throw in to the byline. Odegaard trying to win a corner and Gusto gets the ball away. Saliba back to Gabriel. Gabriel's the feet of Partey. Out to Martinelli. Madueke's getting back inside. Well done, Madueke. Goal side. Back to Gabriel. 25 yards from goal. Left-hand side. Left wing here. Gabriel. Timber. Chelsea doing well here. Casido on Timber. Bars him in the back. Puts him in the advertising hoarding. Casido's booked already, I think. But Casido's put one on him. Well done. Well done, Casido. He's trying to block him off. So anyway, Arsenal taking the throw-in up the line. Literally byline again. Martinelli gets the cross in. Headed away by Colwill. Towards the halfway line. Gabriel collects it under pressure from Jackson. And then Jackson barges him. And Gabriel goes down like he's been shot by a sniper. Gabriel literally expected it and was like diving as if he's off a springboard. Literally. Anyway, Kai Havertz come out with masking tape around his head. Back on the pitch. Anyway, it's a stupid free kick to give away. Chelsea losing their heads a little bit here. So, Arsenal free kick right out of the byline. Declan Rice going to take it left-hand side. Chelsea holding their defensive line, edge of the penalty box. So, Sanchez, just outside his 6-yard box. Come and get this, Sanchez. Don't punch it, catch it. Right, 4 Arsenal players beyond the Chelsea defensive line. And as the ball comes in, they come across to block you off trying to get back in. Cross comes in towards Sanchez, calls it. collects it unchallenged. Sanchez looks for an early pass. Doesn't do two of them. Arsenal now calling for the fact he's held onto the ball too long. Rolls it out to Gusto. Back to Sanchez. Havertz is after him. Left-hand side of the penalty box is Colwill. Collects it. One touch, two touch. Good ball. Into feet and Neto up towards halfway. Neto out to Cole Palmer, left wing. Palmer under pressure goes back to Cucurella, to Lavia. He's lost it to Odegaard. Right-hand side is Kai Havertz. Up against Cucurella, turns him into feet of Odegaard, edge of the penalty box, left-hand side. Odegaard finds Thomas Partey. Odegaard, left corner of the penalty box, loops the ball inside the penalty box. Martinelli, he scored. Martinelli puts it beyond the Chelsea defensive line and scores. Odegaard, Chelsea just lose possession and Chelsea had chances to get the ball away edge of our penalty box. Odegaard collects the ball and what he does, which other people don't do, he lifts his head up and has a look. And he plays the ball over, and there's two Arsenal players at the back post. There's Saka and there's Martinelli. Martinelli collects the ball, corner of the 6-yard box. Sanchez comes out, and this time, rather than go across him, it goes near post, beyond him, and Arsenal score to make it Chelsea 0, Arsenal 1. Martinelli scored on the 59th minute. Chelsea could have got the ball away. They didn't, and they were made to pay for it. And it's just, honestly, it's not offside either. It's not offside at all. So, Sanchez got beat at his near post. So, is he going to make changes? But there are 2 men over Arsenal. Chelsea players got sucked towards the ball. 2 men over. I said it, didn't I? Martinelli, when the team sheets came out, I said he's done well against us in the past at Stamford Bridge, and we're 1-0 down. So again, a game against one of the big teams, the top 4. Will Chelsea falter again, stumble and stutter again? Come on. You've got to deliver now, Chelsea. Anyway, Chelsea taking a throw in. We pushed up on the right-hand side. It's gone backwards, and it's now Fofana. Right-hand side, just on the halfway line, on the right back position. Arsenal just sitting in, but that goal was Odegaard. He made the goal because he lifted his head up and saw the space. Colwill, Cucurella, back to Colwill, under pressure Colwill, steps up to halfway. Ball inside, looking for Jackson, blocked off. Stupid ball, and now Arsenal breaking away, but they've overplayed it. Fofana's going to cover off Martinelli, and he does, and goes back to Sanchez. Into the feet of Casido. Halfway inside the Chelsea half. Casido collects it. Wide left, Cucurella. Colwill. Into feet, Casido. Bottom of the centre circle. Ball out wide right. Looking for wide left to Neto. Heads it beyond Ben White and tries to go beyond him. And then trips him up. White goes down. Neto can't believe it. This is a game for Felix. João Felix and Mudryk, I think. Maybe we've not involved Neto anywhere near enough. He's got Ben White on toast normally, but that chance, the ball come over to him. He heads it up the line, try and beat White, but White's covered him off. He's never going to get there. Anyway, Arsenal take the free kick quickly. Raya inside the D outside of his own penalty box here. And he launches it now. Wide right. Headed down by Arsenal. And Saka holds off Cucurella. Saka goes back. 1-2 with Ben White. Colwill comes across, blocking off Saka, but Saka's won it off of him. And then Colwill's... It looked like Colwill played it off of Saka, but Saka's actually won a corner for Arsenal. So, Arsenal corner from our left-hand side, their right wing. Come on, Chelsea, respond. Maresca, respond. Positive changes, respond. Right, so Arsenal corner, 63 minutes gone. Saka's now taking his time. Saka won the corner, walked off, wasted time, and now he's walking back to take the corner, and he's not being given any hurry up from a fourth official, from the linesman, from the ref or anything. Anyway, Saka's going to take it. Defend this well. So what's happening here? Referee's called back. So Neto's on the floor. Gabriel's claiming innocence. Neto's just trying to block him off. So he's beat him to it. Cross comes in, back post. Sanchez punches the ball away. Gabriel flicks it back across, but Chelsea do well and find Neto. Neto up against Martinelli, but he has to go back to Caicedo. Caicedo done well, plays it left-hand side to Levi Colwill. Colwill holds onto the ball, left-hand side of centre, halfway inside the Chelsea half. He goes square to Fofana. Fofana now, no option, goes back to Colwill, into the feet of Gusto inside, and plays it back to Fofana. Chelsea have got options here, right-hand side, but we go back inside to Gusto. Partey comes across, fouls Gusto, Chelsea free kick. Right inside of centre, 40 yards from goal. Chelsea work it from right to left again with Lavia, Caicedo, Lavia, Cucurella, Cole Palmer collects it wide left. Plays the ball from left to right to Madueke, collects it on the corner of the penalty box. Good first touch, gets to the byline. Cross comes in, deflected across the back post and away. Penalty spot, actually deflected away from goal. Arsenal clear it to Fofana. Finds Malo Gusto. Being pressured by Timber. He has to go back to Sanchez. Sanchez to Colwill. Colwill is shut down by Odegaard, and Odegaard's won it off of him. Odegaard into the penalty box, right-hand side. Back on his left foot, shoots, but well done, Colwill. He stood up, made up for his error now, get the ball away. And he does up the line, Colwill. But gives it straight back to Arsenal. Partey, back to Gabriel, Saliba. Gabriel again. Timber goes beyond Madueke. Timber driving forward, goes beyond Lavia. And Caicedo shoots Timber and the ball goes wide left. Sanchez at full stretch, couldn't get there, but went straight through the two of them. Madueke sold himself. All over the place at the minute. Lavia's down. Lavia's down again, which basically means you're going to get Enzo will be coming on for Lavia. Chelsea's wingers have not had an influence in the game since sort of halfway through the first half. So Madueke got caught ball watching. Madueke didn't track back. When the ball came over from Odegaard, Martinelli and Saka on the back post. Gusto's in front of him. Madueke is 15 yards back, not busting the gut to get back in defensively, and they expose the space. That's what happens. Anyway, there's a break in play, obviously because of Lavia. So Enzo's coming on. Mudrik's coming on as well. I called it. Who's going to come off? Is it going to be Neto? Yeah, so Lavia's off for Enzo Fernandez. Who's coming on as well? Second change, Mikhailo Mudrik's coming on. Who's he coming on for? It'd be Neto, I think. Is it Neto? Let's have a look. Madueke. Good. I think Madueke has disappeared from the game. So that's the Chelsea team now. Two changes. Enzo's on for Lavia. Mudryk is on for Madueke, which means that Enzo it will play next to Caicedo, obviously, and then Neto coming his right-hand side. Chelsea playing out from the back. Managed to do it at the moment. Caicedo, Arsenal trying to press us. Well done. We played away. Left-hand side to Colwill, finds Cucurella. Back to Colwill. We played away from their press, but went sort of forward 10 yards. Now we've gone backwards again. And now it's Fofana. 10 yards outside the penalty box. Deep inside of our half. Looking for an option. Hasn't got one. Neto sort of come inside to make up the overlap, and Chelsea with a little triangle, and Fofana's away. Over halfway, driving forward Fofana. Kai Havertz challenges him and he goes down. Havertz's been booked already. He's got a yellow card already, and he's taken him down. Just a little barge, and he's gone down. But Chelsea got themselves a free kick from nothing. Well done, Fofana. He's looking for the free kick, to be fair. Anyway, that should be a booking, and that's Kai Havertz, 2 yellows. Done. Right, Chelsea free kick. Halfway inside the Arsenal half, right inside the centre. Arsenal defending their 18-yard box. Enzo's over it. Cross comes in towards the back post. It's too low. Flicked up in the air by Saliba. Chelsea keep it alive. Mudryk gets a cross in. Flicked towards the back post, towards the edge. Neto, edge of the penalty box, shoots, deflected, away for a Chelsea corner. Well done. Come on, Chelsea. Get a goal back. Respond. Get a goal. Come on. Neto. Cross comes in from Enzo, back post. Headed down and away, but Malo Gusto's going to get there. Gusto gets there. Cole does want to block off Gabriel. That's his Saliba that was there. Casido now plays the ball back to Pedro Neto in the top of the centre circle inside his own half here. Enzo Fernandez, dead centre, halfway inside their half, looking for options. Pedro Neto shoots. Neto scores! Brilliant from Pedro Neto. Come on! Get in there! Come on! Brilliant goal from Neto. It really was. Chelsea literally with the ball. So Enzo Fernandez collects it and Pedro Neto is sort of playing free. It's like he's taken a Cole Palmer position. He's playing free and he collects it dead centre, about 10 yards further forward from Enzo Fernandez. And he takes one touch onto his left foot from 25 yards. And he hits a grass cutter straight into the box, straight into the bottom corner of the goal to make it 1-1. Brilliant, brilliant goal. So Enzo collects it top of the centre circle. He's looking for an option. Neto appears on the right-hand side and he takes it inside. Brilliant shot. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant goal. Come on. 69th minute. 10 minutes after Arsenal scored, Chelsea respond 1-1. Now go and win this game. Go and win it, Chelsea. Come on. Great finish. He drilled it left foot into the bottom corner. An absolutely amazing finish. It's like he's on the right-hand side and he's come off the wing and Fernandez just spots him and plays it into him as he comes across and he takes one touch from the right-hand side of centre into dead centre and he drills it. Honestly, it's an absolute grass cutter with power on it. Bottom corner does this celebration inside in front of Matthew Harding. Brilliant. 1-1. So, Arsenal with possession inside of our half now. Coming forward. Ben White or Saliba blocked off by Cucurella. Arsenal throwing halfway inside of our half. Trossard's on for Arsenal. Who's gone off? Trossard and Marino are on. Who's gone off for Arsenal? Ben White's... No, who's gone off? Declan Rice has gone off. And somebody else. Martinelli's gone off. Anyway, Arsenal, top of the centre circle, inside of our half. Gabriel finds Timber. Timber goes back halfway line. Gabriel being pressed by Jackson. I'll put on Nkunku for Jackson, to be fair. Arsenal playing the ball out long, looking for Havertz, away by Fofana. Partey wins it and finds Ben White. Wide right is Saka. Up against Cucurella. Mudryk's there helping him. Comes inside to Odegaard. Odegaard, blocked off, goes backwards. Partey, under pressure from Fernandez, plays it wide right to Saka. Comes inside Mudryk, cross comes in near post and goes beyond everybody. And Marino is run onto it, penalty spot. Literally, as the ball come in, Saka look at him, can't believe it. The cross was perfect. It bounces penalty spot. Marino puts half a foot out and it goes beyond him. He didn't gamble enough. But that was dangerous. Dangerous. 1-1. Game on. Come on, Chelsea. Game on. Come on. So, Chelsea goal kick taken short to Colwill. Finds Cucurella. Up to Mudryk. Being pressed and draws a foul straight. Oh, it's actually Palmer, to be fair. Draws a foul from Thomas Partey. 10 yards inside of our half. Left wing. Palmer. Looks like he's got a bit of a limp to me. But anyway. Chelsea take the free kick short. Back. Enzo. Colwill under pressure. Launches it. High looking for Jackson who's not there. And it's easy for Arsenal just to win it. Mourinho under pressure. Goes beyond Palmer and Fernandez. They're in Arsenal. Right-hand side here. Saka. Cucurella comes across. Edge of the penalty box. Goes towards the byline. Cucurella stands up. Don't dive in. He does. Odegaard towards the back post. Headed down by the Arsenal. And Kai Havertz can't get on the nod down. And Sanchez just collects it, just nonchalant. But if Havertz got a flick on, that's 2 dangerous moments for Chelsea. Wake up defensively. You're not doing it. We're just switching off here. Come on. Win this game. Sanchez out to Colwill. Edge of his penalty box. Plays it wide left to Cucurella. Up the line. Palmer drops deep. Turns. Partey. But this time Partey plays it off his foot. Arsenal throwing again. Palmer's playing more wide these days at the minute. Well, these days. This game, he's actually in the middle. Anyway. Arsenal with a throw and goal back to Saliba. He's just inside of our half. From right to left towards the centre circle. Plays it into Partey. 5 yards. Gets it back. Wide right is Ben White. Long ball up high over the top. Looking for Kai Havertz. Fofana goes across. And Havertz is claiming that he got a bump from Fofana. He goes down looking at the linesman, asking for a corner. And Fofana with that tells him, you're not a very nice person. Or words to that effect. Goal taken quickly. Sanchez, Fofana, now he launches it, Sanchez high. Jackson's trying to get there and he can't. But Gabriel heads it down to Neto. To Gusto. Jackson's on the overlap, but he's offside. He's miles off. Jackson's in on goal, but he's going to be offside. He scores, Jackson, but he's offside. Miles off. Good finish for legs of Raya. I could have told you that. From watching it here, he's miles offside. To be fair, Gabriel spots his run. Just steps up. Catches him miles off. Good finish from Jackson. But anyway, 75 minutes gone. 1-1. Come on, Chelsea. Win this game. Anyway, Partey picks up the ball from their free kick. Dead centre, halfway inside his own half and plays it right. 10 yards right of him is Saliba. Back to Partey. 10 yards away from the centre circle inside his own half here. Finds Odegaard who's dropped deep. Chelsea push defensive line right up. Arsenal have gone out to Ben White under pressure from Enzo Fernandez. Goes back to Partey. Partey comes up towards the centre circle, stops and goes back to Saliba. Wide right is Odegaard, right back position, on his left foot, looking for a run. He's got one from Timber, ignored it, and they play a little 1-2 dink balls, and it's gone straight out of play for Chelsea throwing. Chelsea throwing halfway inside of our half here. Odegaard's become an influence now. We need to get hold of him. You see more of Cole Palmer. Anyway, throws taken quickly to Casino. Good little dink ball in the centre circle to Gusto. Neto now to run at Timber. He's one-on-one with him. Gusto's on the overlap. Neto on his left foot again. Neto shoots, this time blocked away, and comes out to Kai Havertz, who turns Colwill. A referee says play. Oh, he's given the free kick. Havertz got a little touch and went over. Anyway, Neto's looking for the same goal again. Anyway, Arsenal free kick. Taken quickly to Marino. Bottom of the centre circle, Partey. Wide right is Saliba. Over halfway, Saliba. Looking for a ball over the top. Chelsea holding a high defensive line. Mudryk forced him backwards. Partey. Gabriel, bottom of the centre circle, inside his own half here. Saliba. Palmer's after him. Inside is Partey. Still inside their half, Arsenal at the minute. Play little 5-10 yard balls. Looking for some space, and Odegaard's found some. Tried to play Saka in behind, but Cucurella read it. Fofana, back to Sanchez. Odegaard's after him. Sanchez launches it, left-hand side. Palmer's trying to pin Saliba, but he can't. Arsenal win first and second ball. Then Marino does well under pressure and finds Partey. Partey, wide left, but Gusto's read it. Ball looking for Trossard. Trossard's just jogging. Ball up the line to Jackson. Penalty box. Plays a great ball across the box, but no one's there. Unlucky Jackson. He played it blind to look. No one could get up there with him. Anyway, Enzo's just sold himself with Marino. He's turned him. Arsenal coming out from their defensive position. Timber, well done Neto, forcing backwards towards his own goal, towards Gabriel. Raya, outside of his penalty box, collects the ball, goes wide right. Saliba, halfway inside his own half here, finds Partey. Chelsea pushed up but not pressing. Pushed up inside their half to play around us. They're trying to play up the line. Saka against Cucurella. He's gone down. Anyway, they played it. Odegaard. Arsenal driving forward. Trossard on the overlap, right side. Shot blocked away. Well done, Gusto. Timber finds it. Back to Gabriel. Halfway inside of our half now. Everyone from Chelsea behind the ball. Saliba, wide right. Plays it out to Saka. Saka now. Up against Cucurella. Goes beyond him, byline. Saka gets there. Cross comes in. Sanchez does really well. Sanchez made a move this way, then thought, shit, and got back and managed to cover it and done well with it. Anyway, Sanchez moved up to his penalty spot. Goes to roll it right and left and stops. Holds on to the ball. Now Saka's gone down. Saka's come back on the pitch, now sat down with his normal position, just sitting down and holding on to his ankles like he normally does. Referee's blown up for it. Saka's now lying down. He's going to get booked for it as well. Saka. Is he booked for it? Oh, no, Cucurella's booked for the challenge on Saka off the ball. So Cucurella's now doing his nut at the linesman. Claiming innocence. Put gloves on Cucurella. What's wrong with him wearing gloves? Honestly. It was a foul on Saka. He's got no bloody defence, Cucurella. He's been good all game. He's been standing off all game. But that time he dived in, he gave a yellow card away. 6 bookings he's got in 10 games. And they tell me that Chilwell shouldn't be in this team. You're having a laugh, aren't you? Cucurella's had a great 6 months, but bloody hell. Right, Saka's limping. Looks like he's going to go off. 11 minutes gone. So, 11 minutes to go, sorry. So, Gabriel Jesus is coming on. Ten minutes plus injury time to go. All I'm looking at now is Saka walking off behind the goal, applauding the Arsenal fans, walking away. What is, honestly, Sky's coverage is shocking. It absolutely is shocking. It's just biased nonsense. It really is. Anyway, Chelsea launched the ball up towards halfway. Arsenal head it forward. Mudryk can't get there. Long ball from Arsenal over the top. Sanchez collects it. Havertz blocked off by Fofana. So Sanchez rolls it out to Colwill. He finds Cucurella. Cucurella finds Enzo. Tries to get it out to the right wing. Left wing, sorry. Mudryk has done brilliantly well. And then Mudryk is fouled by 3 Arsenal players. Eventually gets the free kick. Now the referee's saying pause possession. Another substitution's being made. Chelsea, Reece James is coming on. Malo Gusto's going off. The James on for Gusto. That's 3 changes. So Gusto's off. 81 minutes, 30 seconds gone. Reece James comes on. With that, Casilla gives him the armband. 1-1. Come on, Chelsea. Win this game. Do enough to win it. Enzo takes a free kick short to Casido. Back to Enzo. Plays the ball right inside to Fofana. On the wing here, right inside. Right in front of Maresca is Neto. Back to Fofana, just over halfway. Havertz presses him. He has to go back towards Sanchez. Sanchez, wide left. Outside of our boxes, Colwill plays it into the feet of Cole Palmer. We got a runner. It's Mudryk. Mudryk is away. Mudryk left-hand side. Raya comes out and gets there. Just beats him to the ball. Ball's played just in front of him. But Chelsea tried to win it back, and we can't. Arsenal playing out. Jesus, well done, Enzo. He's won it off of Jesus. Enzo Fernandez finds Casido halfway inside Arsenal half. Casido, wide right, looking for Neto. Get his foot on the ball, and he does. Up against Timber by the corner flag, Neto. Feints to go out on his right foot, left foot. Back to James. Cross comes in low. Easy for us to defend against. Back to James. Plays it into Casido. Blocks off Havertz. James looking to run in behind. Gabriel heads it up in the air. James can't get there. Oh, dearie me. Ray and his defenders got in the way of each other. The ball went up in the air, and Jackson on the penalty spot heads it forward, or just the right side of the penalty spot, heads it forward, and it's easy for Raya. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward now, up towards halfway. Odegaard gets it from Marino. Right inside now is Jesus. Looking for an option. He hasn't got one. Goes back to Odegaard, halfway line. He goes square to Thomas Partey. Partey finds Marino because he was after him. Back to Saliba. Ben White and Jesus, little 1-2s. On the halfway line is Thomas Partey. Partey Strides forward 10 yards and plays a little ball into Freak Marino. And he overplays the ball to left-hand side to Timber. Has to come out here to get it, but he's able to do so. Marino with Casido. Casido's booked as well already. Gives away a stupid free kick again. They got back to goal. They're 35 yards from goal. Why are you diving in on a challenge there? You don't need to. Just stand up. Anyway, Casido's gone, is giving a stupid free kick away. So Arsenal got a free kick in a dangerous position. 84 minutes, 10 seconds gone. And Odegaard, Trossard are after it. He's 30 yards from goal. Left-hand side. It's not on the byline. It's about 10 yards inside the byline. Chelsea holding the line 5 yards or 3 yards from the actual 18-yard box. Cross comes in, back post. Chelsea managed to get the ball away once, twice. Tried to get it away with Neto, but it's actually been called as offside now. Well done. Good defensive positioning from Chelsea. Well done. So, come on, Chelsea. Come on. 84 minutes, 52 seconds gone. Where's the final change? João Felix will open the door. Anyway, Chelsea free kick. The Sanchez has told everyone to push up. The ball is in the D, outside the box. Sanchez about to launch it. What does he do with it? Where does he put it? Now he takes it. He's looking wide left. Jackson trying to get there. He can't. He's barged off it or just eased away from it. Arsenal try and play a little ball inside and a little flick ball over the top, and Chelsea managed to get the ball away. And then we've 1 second ball, and Casido's trying to play a ball on the volley outside of the defender, try and play Neto in behind, but it's too long. Raya's going to collect it, and he does. Just moves back over towards his penalty spot, or just beyond it. Now just rolls it out to the feet of Thomas Partey, who drops in. When he drops in, Gabriel and Saliba are about 30 yards apart from each other. So if Chelsea can win back possession, these two are isolated. Anyway, they launch it out to his right-hand side. Neto up against Trossard. Trossard's held him off. Plays it inside to Marino. Trying to play a ball inside to Havertz. Well done, Fernandes. Plays the ball long. Raya's come out halfway inside his half and heads it away from Jackson. Arsenal getting back in numbers. Marino. Wide left, Trossard. Reece James comes across. Doesn't dive in. Edge of the penalty box, right-hand side now. Our right, their left. On his right foot, Trossard. Plays it back to Odegaard. Shot blocked. Deflected away. Arsenal win first ball. Mudryk can't control it, but Enzo can against Thomas Partey. And then we managed to get the ball away. But trying to play it to Jackson, who can't get there. And Arsenal step in front and win it back. Jesus, right back position, finds Thomas Partey inside of our half here. Odegaard in space. He's got a man over left-hand side. It's Kai Havertz. Puts his foot on the ball. He's got a runner. And it's a runner beyond. Cross comes in. Back heel from Marino. And then the ball comes out to Trossard, who volleys the ball over from the 6-yard box. Under pressure from Moises Casido. Deary me. It was just telegraphed. It's so easy. You can see it coming. Havertz stands on the ball. Who does the overlap? Jesus. Is it Jesus? Trossard's offside when the ball's played anyway. Sanchez makes a great save, I have to say, from Odegaard. The ball comes in. Oh, it comes off of Casido's foot, hits Sanchez in the chest, and Trossard just launches it over the bar from the 6-yard box and went down as if he's been caught. Anyway, Jackson's off for Chelsea. Too late. Too late. Nkunku's on. Too late. Far too late. Anyway, he's on the 87th minute, Nkunku. It's far too long. Honestly, goal kick launched out to this left-hand side. Arsenal win it against Mudryk. Win back second ball with Jesus. Plays it off a Chelsea defender. It's an Arsenal throw-in. 10 yards from the halfway line. They go backwards to Saliba. Saliba goes square to Gabriel, just outside his own penalty box. Nkunku goes to press him, and Marino walks into that space Declan Rice normally gets, and just collects it. Under pressure goes back to Gabriel. Raya collects it now and plays it wide right to Saliba. He lets it run to Odegaard in the right back position. He plays it square, bottom of the centre circle to Marino, who's got some space here. Sort out your defensive shape, Chelsea. Partey, Marino, looking for a ball over the top. Neto breaks it down, tries to win it off of him, but can't. And then Nkunku tries to, and he can't either, but the referee's given a free kick. Stupid free kick to give away, even though I don't think it was one. Anyway, Partey collects it, bottom of the centre circle, and finds Odegaard. He goes wide right to Jesus, back to Odegaard. Good challenge, Mykhailo Mudryk. Well done. Cucurella now drives forward. A loose touch from him, Cucurella. Oh, dear. They win it back possession, Arsenal. It's an Arsenal throw-in. Just inside of our half. Ben White takes it short to Gabriel. Jesus, under pressure from Palmer. Holds the ball up. Goes wide right to Ben White. Halfway inside of our half now. Chelsea defensive shape is good. Now it's good. Forcing them backwards. Partey goes right-hand side to Saliba. Little 5-yard, 10-yard triangle here on the right-hand side. Halfway inside of our half. Not going anywhere at the moment. Chelsea holding a defensive shape. Jesus, tackle. Great tackle from Enzo. Wins it off of him and tries to find Palmer. Gets it back. Enzo looking for a run. He hasn't got one. He's only got a ball to Palmer. Comes inside Cole Palmer and plays a nice little ball inside to Mykhailo Mudryk. Nice and slowly. Finds Casido, centre circle, asking for an option. He's got one. Neto, wide right on the byline. Up against Trossard. Just puts his foot on it and plays it back across the pitch towards the halfway line. 5 minutes of injury time to go. Colwill, Cucurella, Enzo, Cucurella. Colwill halfway line, left-hand side of centre. Fofana, centre circle. Out to Casido, right back position. Casido has to go back to Fofana, under pressure from Havertz. Back to Sanchez. Sanchez puts his foot on the ball and gives it to Colwill, just outside of our penalty box. Colwill launches it up high, looking for Nkunku. He brings it down under pressure, got clattered by Gabriel, won himself a free kick. 10 yards inside Arsenal's half, left-hand side of centre. Played it quickly. Enzo Fernandez. Casido wide right. Looking for Neto. Finds him. Trossard and Timber are there. Comes on his left foot. Crosses towards the penalty box. Unlucky. Just over Nkunku being blocked off and Cole Palmer's run straight to the arms of David Raya. Brilliant from Neto. Unlucky Cole Palmer. As he made a run across, Ben White just gave him a bit of a nudge and took Palmer away from the ball. Arsenal playing out from the back here. They'll come up to halfway with Marino. Left-hand side of centre. Finds Trossard. Trossard with James. Goes beyond James. Trossard. Driving towards the middle of the pitch. Plays it into the feet of Odegaard. Well done, Casido. Gets back in. Gets a foot on it. And he goes out of play for an Arsenal corner. Dangerous. Odegaard. On our left-hand side. Arsenal's right-hand side. 91 minutes, 41 seconds gone. Just over 3 minutes of added time to go. Get the ball away and break on a counter-attack. Come on. So, Arsenal with their players beyond the back post. Now make a movement in towards the penalty box. Cross comes in, back post. Well done. Good header away, Levi Colwill. It comes out to Timber, but the referee's blown up for offside. Chelsea trying to get the ball quickly away. Well done to Chelsea defensively. 3 minutes of added time to go. Plays out left-hand side, Chelsea. Enzo. Cucurella's to his left, so is Mykhailo Mudryk. Just lays it off to Cucurella. Back to Enzo. Enzo plays it in between the Arsenal players. Back to Colwill. Finds Casido. Fofana. Colwill. Fofana. Going nowhere. Inside to Casido. Centre circle. Acres of space. Arsenal dropping off. Casido. Looking for a ball, and he plays it into the feet of Cole Palmer. One more, out to Mykhailo Mudryk. Mudryk, Cucurella's beyond him. Mudryk, back post, overcooks it beyond everybody. Trossard collects it under pressure from James and plays ball at the line, and they're going to get their Arsenal, but Casido comes across, well done, wins the challenge. Casido's going mad at Mudryk for that cross. Anyway, Arsenal throwing about just inside of our half. Trossard up the line. Fofana comes across. Trossard holds it up. Don't dive in. And goes square. Top of the centre circle, Marino. Finds Odegaard. Cucurella wins it off of him. Really, brilliantly well, Cucurella. Well done. Driving forward. He's got Palmer on his outside. Cucurella keeps going. He's been fouled by Odegaard. What's he given here, the referee? Cucurella's gone down here. Odegaard saying he didn't touch him. Has been booked, Odegaard. Of course, Cucurella in his gloves got something to say. It's a Chelsea free kick. Dangerous position for us. I say dangerous. He's probably about halfway inside the Arsenal half. His left-hand side is centre. Apparently, Cucurella's man of the match, apparently. Anyway, the actual free kick was from a different position. So, Reece James gives it to Mikhailo Mudryk against two Arsenal defenders. Jesus and Ben White, and wins a throw-in. Mudryk, well done. Cucurella, take the throw-in. About 15 yards from the corner flag. Enzo goes short, gets it back to Cucurella. Into Mudryk. Tries to play it to Mikhailo Mudryk. Cucurella's just watching for the foul from Gabriel Jesus. Tries to play for it. Doesn't happen. Ball goes out of play for an Arsenal goal kick. We got 30 seconds of injury time to go. Arsenal playing out from the back. Palmer's after him. Palmer's won it off one of them, but plays it back to Partey. Goes back to David Raya. Raya to Gabriel. Corner of his penalty box, left-hand side. Back to Raya. Palmer's after him. Into the feet of is it Saliba there? Marino. Chelsea trying to press to win it. And we don't. Ball over the top. They've got two Arsenal runners. Left-hand side, but the ball's too slow. Holds the ball up. Timber. Inside to Trossard. Ball played into the middle of the penalty box. Just outside of it to Odegaard. Left-hand side, Saliba. Cross comes in. Goes beyond everybody. Trossard. Was it Trossard who went near post? Trossard goes near post, outside the near post. And he gets a touch on it. And he takes it away. It'd be offside anyway. He takes it away from Kai Havertz. And Havertz is going livid at Trossard. But he'd been offside. Havertz was offside as the ball was played. Offside anyway. Havertz is going mad at Trossard. Arteta's on the floor. Oh, and with that, the referee blows the final whistle. So, it's finished. Arsenal won, Chelsea won, or Chelsea won, Arsenal won, I should say. An even game. You have to say that I mean, the draw's the right result again. Chelsea didn't do enough to win the game. Nor did Arsenal, really. But what I will say is that it's all to come back to Malo Gusto and his header. First half, 4 yards out, and he heads it over the bar. In these games, you've got to take your chances. You must take your chances. It's another point, but it's not. We want 3 points, but it's another point. But Cole Palmer found himself on the left-hand side more than anything second half. Bit strange. Neto anyway. But it finishes. Chelsea won, Arsenal won. Ideally, we wanted 3 points. We've only got one. So in the 4 games we played against Liverpool, Man City, Man United and Arsenal, we've only got 2 points to show for it. If you want to be up there challenging for top 4, you've got to be taking 3 points in these games. You have to. Man of the match for me, I think, again, is Caicedo. Caicedo's a man of the match for me. Maresca's smiling, waving at someone in the crowd, but it's just one of those games where you think, did we do enough? No. Did they do enough? No. But we didn't take the big opportunity, the big chance. We didn't take it. So, anyway. So it finishes. So Chelsea won, Arsenal won. Palmer, quiet day. Jackson, quiet day. Good goal from Neto. Shame that the Arsenal scored as well. Switching off at the back post, as we did Madueke. When you see the replay, look at Madueke's position. But, I just think, as I said it in commentary there, Nkunku comes on, 87th minute. You've got to change it up quicker, Maresca. If you want to go and win this game, change it up. Jackson's been up against Gabriel and Saliba most of the game. Give him a different problem earlier. Change it after an hour. Give Nkunku half an hour to try and affect the game. That's all he's got to try and do. But he doesn't do it. Waits until too late. Anyway, he's going around applauding Chelsea fans. They're applauding Maresca. So Chelsea are definitely improving from where they were last season. But we know we can be better than this. We know we can play free. But we just don't in these big games. That's what really baffles me. So, and of course, just playing a long ball now and again. Just rather than keep playing through, just lump it over the top. Give the opposition something different to talk about. Substitutions, Reece James didn't really do a lot. Didn't really get a chance to. Mudryk, not really a lot. Again, they couldn't affect the game at all. So, anyway, other results today, I think they're going to come up in a minute. United won 3-0 at home to Leicester. Like they've won the World Cup by their celebrations, by the way. Van Nistelrooy and all this, giving it all this to Man United fans. Was he doing that at PSV? The big news today, Tottenham 1, Ipswich 2. Postecoglou, and I normally win in my second season, got beat by Ipswich at home. And then Nottingham Forest got beat at home by Newcastle 3-1. Good result for Newcastle. So where does that put us in the Premier League table? Come on, Sky, show us the table. Let's have a look. Before you go to an advert break, and then focus on all of Arsenal's good play. The Premier League table, is it coming up or not? Yes. So Chelsea are third. Arsenal are fourth on 19. So 4 teams on 19 points. Chelsea, Arsenal, Nottingham Forest and Brighton. Chelsea goal difference +8. Arsenal +6. Forest +5. Brighton +4. We are 4 points behind Man City in second on 23 points. And we're 9 points behind Liverpool, who run away with it at the minute. Yeah, Arsenal, so Chelsea, Arsenal, Forest and Brighton all on 19. Then Fulham and Newcastle and somebody else all on 18. So Man United, with their win today, stay 13th on 15 points. Anyway, so people, I really, really appreciate you tuning in and watching the live stream. Thank you so much. Guys on X, if you've watched it and you've enjoyed it, make sure you come to my YouTube channel and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Actual ball by ball coverage. For guys on YouTube, love you all. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's Chelsea 1, Arsenal 1. Another point. Could have been 3. Should have been 3 with a gusto header, but wasn't to be. Have a good rest of your evening. And I appreciate all of you. And I'll see you soon with another video on the channel. Take care of yourselves. See you all.